Please be seated. The success of the young entrepreneur will be the key to India's transformation in the new millennium. An inspiring quote by Dhirubhai Ambani. Jai Hind and wishing you a wonderful good morning. I, Paridhi Sharma,
And I, Prakhar Tiwari, MCs for today's session, welcome you all to the Startup League Presents Startup Pitch Event Season 3, powered by Money Spring, presented by Quantum Jump in association with B Founder Circle, Avinia Ventures, Just for Entrepreneurs, Botry, IIBM Indus Business School, NTI, IDFC First Bank, and Finsdom.
it is with great pleasure we extend a warm welcome to our respected guests, organizers, faculty members, and all the students of IIEBM. As we gather to commence this extraordinary experience, I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem. Please be seated.
Welcome to Startup Pitch Event Season 3, where innovative ideas meet opportunity. As we present the upcoming wave of startups, that have the potential to influence our future, we find ourselves at the nexus of aspiration and possibilities.
Establishing a business used to be very difficult. You frequently came from a business family, needed a lot of money, or had to have connections. Most newly founded businesses were establishing industries like trade or manufacturing.
A huge turning point for India was the liberalization of its economy in 1991. This opened many sectors to private players and foreign investment, creating new opportunities for entrepreneurs. It laid the groundwork for the startup boom we see today.
Globally, places like Silicon Valley in the US have been startup hubs for a long time. They have given us giants like Google, Facebook, Apple, and many more. But now, exciting startups are popping up all over the world, from Europe to Asia to Africa.
Today's startups are solving all kinds of problems. They are in tech, health, education, finance, and many other fields. They are using cool new tools like artificial intelligence and blockchain.
Investors have changed too. Earlier, only big companies or very rich people have invested in startups. Now, there are many more ways to get funding, like crowdfunding, angel investors, and even the students of institutions have invested in startup ideas.
In India, the government has also helped with programs like Startup India and Digital India. These have made it easier for new companies to get started and grow, continuing the spirit of economic liberalization.
Keep in mind that we are witnessing a new generation of innovators and problem solvers as we listen to the presentations today. Because of India's economic changes, they are part of an exciting, dynamic world of startups that was completely different a few years ago.
Remember, this as we listen to the pitches today, we are witnessing the rise of a new generation of innovators and problem solvers. Thanks in large part to India's economic reforms, they are part of a vibrant, dynamic startup sector that has changed significantly in the past few years.
We have some of the brightest minds ready to pitch their amazing ideas. These entrepreneurs have been working tirelessly to bring their visions to life.
So without further ado, let's get started. Each team will have 5 minutes to pitch their startup, followed by a few minutes of Q&A session with our esteemed panel of judges. So buckle up, folks. We are here for a roller coaster of innovation, ambition, and hopefully not too many technical difficulties.
Just a second.
Our first presenter for today, Ms. Rutuja Shivsagar, the pragmatic founder of Happy Karma. With a background in engineering and over 7 years of sales experience, Ms. Shivsagar brings a unique blend of technical expertise and strategic vision to her role. She is recognized for her effective communication skills and passion for driving business growth through innovative solutions. So please welcome Ms. Rutuja Shivsagar.
But, so, very good morning to everyone. And no, you're good. We'll have a clicker. So, let me first introduce ourselves. So, I'm Ratuja. I'm co-founder of Happy Karma.
My name is Sagar. I'm the co-founder of Happy Karma.
Let me just give you a little brief about myself before we start. So, as we already know, like I started my journey into sales, my professional career into sales. For that, I was actually traveling a lot in India internationally, and that's where somewhere I figured out that uh, having a clean level nutritious food option for the snacking and otherwise use also was at that time was difficult to identify, difficult to get, was expensive, and that's how the idea of Happy Karma started. We wanted to create something which was clean level, nutrition packed, protein packed, at the same time convenient, and also it should look good is what something that we wanted to kind of establish here.
So we started Happy Karma in August 2021. We wanted to make something which was easy to make, easy to use for our consumers, highly nutritious, plant-based. So we started with this category. We started experimenting with seeds, with flours, millet-based flours, which are very from India, and wanted to make something out of it. And this is what we started with. We offer ready to eat and ready to make snacks made with millet flour, made with dry fruits, made with freeze-dried products. So our uh, product range includes pancake mixes, dosa mixes made with gluten-free flours, dry fruit-based trail mixes. Freeze-dried fruit is something that we have recently started. It's a 100% real fruit made with only fruits without any added preservatives in them. Along with these products, we also put this product into gifting category and make seasonal gifts with them. And it has been a very big opportunity for us to present our products into gifting category for the companies like Barclay, MyLab, and we have done corporate gifting with such players as well, and then Horeca activities with brands like JW Marriott, Ritz Carlton, and such.
So we have our own in-house production capacity. We have our own formulations. Unlike some of the other brands, we are doing everything in-house here. We are a lean team, and also certain things like the expertise of logistics and everything. We are outsourcing some of these activities to someone who has been doing it. So we are also making sure that we make use of the shared ecosystem that startup basically enables us to use. Uh, so Happy Karma started in August 2021. We essentially are a D2C, primarily a D2C brand, but now with an omni-channel presence. We started with retail chains of Pune majorly, like Dorabji's and Fine Foods of Pune. Currently available in Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, and some of the stores in Delhi, essentially only in modern trade stores. In e-commerce, we are available in all the major platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, JioMart, Cred. uh, Similarly, B2B, as Sagar did say, we want to establish a brand at the same time also build a sustainable business. So we also made sure that from the day one of our operations, we also get associated with certain businesses. So B2B opportunities looked upon. Uh, we never looked upon as a secondary, but that's also been one of the major channels for us. So gifting being one of that. Ritz Carlton, JW Marriott, we are partnered with them for their gifting associations. Recently a fly 91, there's a website that there's a flight that has started, so we are partnered with them for in-flight catering for a couple of our products. So we made sure that these different channels we have a good SKU to channel fit, so all our products are specific to a particular channel. That's how we operate our business.
As Ruchika did mention, we want to create a sustainable business. We started in the year 2021, and since then, let's talk about our unit economics and the numbers that we have done today. We started in 2021 in the first year of operation. We did a total sales of 35 lakh rupees. 2022-2023, we did a net sales, of gross sales of 1.4 crore. Last year, we did a sales of around 95 lakh rupees. This was in December. In January, we converted our company from LLP to private limited. Until this till April, we could not get our new GST. We have to wait to get our new GSTs and all things in places. And we already have started our operations back. We are already listed back with all the platforms that we went present with, from the likes of Nature's Basket, Simply Namdari, Dorabji to Amazon and to all spaces. And we have already begun our activity, making sure that the presence and the portfolio that we had on these platforms have gained that traction once again back. Talking about our unit economics, our cost of goods stands at close to 35%. Our logistics fee is close to 9%. Our trade margins are close to 26%. Now, these are the margins that we offer to our market players, to commissions to our retail partners. This is the margin that we offer. We are an EBITDA negative company. We are in the early phase of acquiring customers, of making sure that people know about Happy Karma. In the first year of operation, we did an EBITDA negative of minus 44%. Last year, we brought it down to minus 22%. Now we are it's a bootstrap company, and we want to make sure that we sustain for a longer duration of time. And we understand that our retail is something that is working well for us. We are sticking to that, but we also understand that D2C or online is going to help us create that next brand in India. And for that, we would want to continue making sure that we have that strong online presence and bring a profitable channel from retail and B2B side. What we want to become. We want to become the next 500 crore revenue company by the end of this decade. For that, we want to tap into approximately 2% customers of the upper middle class India that is going to be there by 2030 with an average order value of 500 and a quarterly repeat rate. We are very confident that we should be able to achieve this number.
So the means, as Sagar did say, to reach to that number, a couple of things that we are planning to do in the future. One, expansion in our product number variations. So I'm not saying the category, but more or less like having more flavors into our current pancake mix and the other premixes that we have, creating more snacking options. That's one. Secondly, being available at the places where the consumer is. Now, Q-commerce for this particular category is booming, has a huge potential, and that's where we want to be. So, starting up with likes of Zepto and Blinkit and Instamart, we want to be present across all these channels. And again, sustainability to maintain that export and B2B opportunities. That's what we are looking at. One of the recent activity or activation that we did is we patterned up, channeled up with likes of the Better Shop and the Super Pop, where we are doing vending machine activities. Now these are placed at the targeted high audience places like co-working spaces or even colleges at that particular point. And the smaller ticket size 50, 60 rupees product, which are trail mixes, are placed into these vending machines.
We are co-founders. Rituja and me are the active co-founders. Along with that, we have our mentors Manish Kothari and Manish Kumar, who have guided us since day one to make sure that we reach to the right product, we reach to the right market, and get our product into as many as places and faces that we can. We start in October 2023. We got shortlisted with Marwari Categories as well. Currently, we are being accelerated by them. In April of this year, we raised a small bridge round to make sure that we activate once again whatever dependencies that we had because we had converted from LLP to private limited. And now we are in the phase of raising our next round. We are looking to raise a next round of 1.25 crore. This is going to help us. So we are currently placed in the right channels of online and offline with a strong B2B connection that is happening. And we want to make sure that now we catapult ourselves from being just a Pune or a local brand to a global brand. And for that, we need your help. We are looking to have like-minded investors, like-minded people who can mentor us and make sure that we can take Happy Karma from just being known to a few bunch of us to everybody. We want to make this a world full of Happy Karma. And if we are open for questions, if
Yes,
you have any.
that's what we wanted to present it to you. Now the questions, if there are any.
Most obvious. Why the name Happy Karma?
So, just a short intro over here. Any pitch, any event that we go, this is the first question that we get. And we are so proud about the name that we have selected here. Karma was something that we were very inclined towards getting a name for our brand because we were doing something which was into healthy category. Karma is something that you feel good about. And when you eat something good, healthy, nutritious, you feel good about it. We wanted to add certain notion to it, and happy, making it happy is something that we all enjoy. So happy karma is something that we all feel good about when we have a good product. Ultimately, we understand that India is a very taste-sensitive market. We want to create products that are very tasty and at the same time healthy. So we created that product which makes you feel happy, which makes you feel good about your karma. And one small thing I would want to add, we always wanted to make sure that Happy Karma is not just an Indian product, but a global product. And Happy Karma is that name that goes across all channels, can sound easily, can be heard easily, can be
Can
made
be
easy.
remembered easily again. I'm very sure that all of you would now on at least remember Happy Karma as a brand. So yeah, that's the story behind the name.
Okay. How much of your sale is online versus offline?
So in the first year of operations, when we were doing marketing activities, our split has always been 50-50%. And that is something that we also want to continue keeping a 50% ratio between online and offline side because we are consistently being placed into the retail channels and consistently making sure that advertisement happens on the online channel as well. Last year of operation, when we were not doing majority of our advertisement, the majority of the business came from the offline side, the retail side.
Again, the reason being that we wanted to make sure that the consistency in the cash flow remains. At the same time, individual B2B and physical or retail stores have been always profitable for us. So that helped us in maintaining that entire cash flow for us. So Last year it was somewhere in the range of 65 to 35, but again, this time when we raise the fund, we want to make sure that we maintain a 50-50 balance there.
We are very confident and bullish probably about the online side of it because that is going to help us create that brand out of it. And retail is going something that is going to help us sustain this business for a longer duration of time. So we want to keep that ratio of having that 50-50% business for both the sides, and we are actively working for it. Ritujah looks after the retail side of business, and I look after the online side.
So how many store your product is visible right now?
So currently in the four cities, as I did say, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, bit of Goa, like few modern trades in Goa. We are available across 85 to 90 stores, modern trade stores. Chain,
Likes of
chains
nature
wise, we are available in around 20 or different chains. And retail, the GT, that is what is categorized as the general stores that we have. Currently, we started our operations in GT in Pune through a third party support. So that's currently the count that we are available in somewhere in, again around 80 stores.
So we have started our distribution activity in GT
Just-
markets in Pune. So close to 100 stores is something that we have activated last month, and we are planning to get into 300 stores by the end of the next quarter. So these are only GT stores in Pune. Once we have some certain understanding, because we have created a product into sub 100 rupees category, so that we have easy pick in the GT market. Once we get an understanding from the Pune market, we also start expanding into other cities that we are already facing.
Question I was trying to ask is, see, all these products are high logistics and high distribution model. Like, if you're talking of 500 crore revenue, you need a visibility in possibly 50,000 stores.
Right, 100%.
That's the way where I see any of these products, and that's where the cat gets killed. Because it's
Can I add on to that? So I think Q-commerce is one thing that is going to help us reach that particular number that we're talking about. As I said, Zepto, Instagram, Instamart, and Blinkit is going to help. So this is at the same when they are no selling platform. Those are also our distribution channels. So I think that's where that's going to
that's the
help.
online piece. I'm still worried about the offline, which is want to maintain 50%, which is the biggest problem.
So when we say offline, it is a mix of retail and B2B activities. And B2B activities also comprises of our HoReCa
Export
distribution or
and HoReCa.
gifting and the export opportunities. We have already initiated few talks for export. They have sent us samples across, and we are hoping that by end of this year we should be able to execute the export opportunities.
You have your own manufacturing or you have a co-packer?
No, we have our in-house manufacturing.
So we have a small unit across Pune, 1,000 square feet unit.
It's
where
a
most of the-
combination of semi manual processes. Certain things are hand or done manually. Some of them are done with the machines.
As of now, what is your inventory turnaround?
So around for retail, it is close to 15 days. So we try to make sure that we have only fresh stock in our inventory, and we keep close to 15 to 20 days of the stock, depending on the retail and the online availability that we want to make
So
sure.
production and procurement cycle also is revolving around 15 days to 20 days of
And we try
inventory.
to keep it more seasonal because now we will be getting into that season mode. When from Raksha Bandhan we start with gifting activities and a lot of dry fruit sales and seeds category sales will happen during that time. So we'll be procuring that product specifically during those months of operation.
So which product contribute most to the sales?
Right.
So
So
our pancake mixes and our brownie mixes is something which are our start products. Brownie mix has a very high repeat rate for us. It is made with only almond flour. It is not made with any maida. It has coconut sugar in it, and we are not shying away from saying that it has sugar, but it is a better form of sugar. And pancake mix is something that has got a very high repeat rate for us. It is available in two formats of 100 gram, 150 gram, and 300 gram. So we have a very good repeat rate in the offline and online side of the business for this category of products. The freeze-dried product that you see, that is a fairly new launch for us. It is made with only real fruits, and that is something that we started with the gifting activities that we were doing, and we are getting a very positive response for it. Right now, we are doing more of an activation for those products and making sure that our customers who enjoy that category product like them, enjoy them, and then can buy from us.
What is the proportion like in terms of percentage?
In terms of percentage, our pre-mix category, the pancake mix, the brownie mix would contribute somewhere close to 35%, 35-40% of the total revenue. And then we have other dry fruit mixes, the raw material, the flours that we sell, that is something that would go up.
we started with certain staple products and now coming up with the indigenous Happy Karma mixes. And that's where, again, to answer the first question, that's our major category. Sorry to
One last question from students.
Since there are no preservatives in the product, like what's the shelf life?
Yeah. So all our products are 6 months shelf life except the freeze dried products. Now the reason freeze dried again is the way they are packed. It is so it's a technique that typically I'll tell you the physical significance of it. The food that is being carried into space for the astronauts and everything. So that product is the freeze dried technique that is being used for that. Essentially, unless you open it or unless the humidity touches the product, it can stay good as long as possible. So 2 years is the shelf life for the freeze-dried products that we are currently putting in. Otherwise, our products are 6 months with the
Even in the premixes, we add oxygen absorber to make sure that it lasts more than 6 months, but an official date would be for 6 months on all our rest of the package. But we are adding oxygen absorber.
We are flushing nitrogen into the package. We are adding
We're
oxygen
not adding any
absorbers.
preservatives. We understand that if we add preservatives, we can have a longer duration for them. But we understand that with the margin, with the product pricing that we have put, with the placement that we are doing, we have a high turnaround time with the retail sector as well. Within 45 days, our products are being sold. So with the 6 months shelf life, we should be able to create a repeat cycle, and that is how we are holding. Yes, anybody else?
Sir, we are running short of time.
I'm
We have
sorry.
to conclude.
There was one question.
So you can take the questions in the lunch break.
Yeah,
one after.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
thank you.
Ms. Shishagars and her team's journey with Happy Karma exemplifies her commitment to creating positive change through business. Her leadership and dedication have propelled the company forward, making Happy Karma a beacon of success in its industry. With a focus on innovation and a deep understanding of market dynamics, she continues to shape the future of Happy Karma with unwavering determination.
Next up, we have an entrepreneur who is redefining car care with his innovative approach. Meet Harsh Katkar, the founder and CEO of Cardhobi. Cardhobi is a pioneering D2C brand that is transforming the car care industry with its commitment to quality and convenience. Let's welcome members of Cardhobi, Mr. Katkar.
So there is just a disclaimer. You will have 5 minutes for your pitches and then another 5 to 7 minutes for Q&A round. If you have any questions left, you can ask the founders in the lunch break.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Harsh Katkar and I am 21 years old. I am the founder and CEO of Cardhobi and I am currently in my final year of computer science engineering. I founded Cardhobi almost 2 years back and I found a significant gap in the market. Cardhobi aims to revolutionize the car care industry with its high quality, high formulation products and eco-friendly. We are very convenient in our products. So there would be the introduction and the problem. Yeah. Many car owners struggle to wash their car, and as of today, there is no convenient solution to wash your car. So we have come up with our car care products. So from traditional car washing stations, so we have made our car care products very inactive, very from your busy schedule. So we have found our solution which are very eco-friendly, which are simplified, which are cost effective, and moreover, all the products are very DIY. So DIY means you can wash your car at your doorstep. So there would be no professional cleaning. The professional cleaning which you would get for your car would be at your doorstep. So the market opportunity here would be this car care market is roughly around 1000 CR and the moreover the unorganized market is 5000 plus crore and this market has been growing from 19% year on year. So highlighting a significant gap in reliable and standardized car care service, Cardhobi aims to capitalize this opportunity by offering a professional, convenient and eco-friendly alternative. Next would be the traction. We have already fulfilled 15,000 customers till date, and we have almost 13,100 followers on Instagram. Our current reach is 2.7 million in the last 30 days. So we are growing significantly and we are on a rapid expansion. So I'll tell you about my business model. So currently we are a D2C based company and we are selling our car care products only through our website. And we have just jumped on Amazon like 15 days back. So this is how our website looks like. So we are running currently Facebook ads and we are also running Google ads. So 90% of our revenue which comes is through our Google ads. And we almost have 1 lakh visitors on a monthly basis and our customers are seeking reliable and affordable car care solutions. So next is the competitive advantage. So as I already told, we have high quality products that customers receive exceptional value for their investment. We are aiming to prioritize eco-friendly packaging, aligning with sustainability. Now we have innovated roadmap of India's first DIY ceramic coating. So the ceramic coating which we generally do, that is in the traditional form, it costs roughly around 30,000 rupees. But that which we have launched is of 1,000 rupees and it lasts half the time of that and it is DIY friendly. You can do it from your home also. So Cargobi remains at the forefront of the industry, setting new standards, quality and affordability. So I'll tell you about the financials of Cargobi now. So our revenue till date is 2.6 year. We are at 2.6 year ARR and our company is just 1 year old. So last month we have done a sales of 22 lakhs. Before that we have done a sales of 18 lakhs and before that we have done a sales of 16 lakhs. So we are almost growing 25% month on month. We are doubling this every quarter. Our gross margin stands at 85% and we are at a net of 10%. Our future projections would be in the month of July we would be doing a 30 lakhs of revenue. In the month of September it would be 60 lakhs. In the month of December would be closing this at 1 CR ARR. It would be at 1 CR monthly revenue, that would be 12 CR ARR. So my ask for today is 50 lakhs to aim to accelerate our growth trajectory, expanding market research and enhancing operational efficiency for this opportunity. Thank you. Also, you can ask me questions if you have any.
So you are getting the product by your own.
We have done contract manufacturing. So we are outsourcing the product. Yeah.
So can you help us understand about your team, how you guys are doing this?
Okay, so we are a team of 7 people. I have a developer, I have SEO expert, and we have performance marketer with us. And along with, I'm driving. I'm the only founder of the company, and so we had started 1 year back, and now we are also profitable, and now we are almost doubling every quarter.
We've seen similar products at the petrol pumps, right? Each petrol pump,
Yes.
there will be like somebody, by the time you are filling the petrol, he will ask, and should I do sugar demo, right?
Right.
So compared to that product, is it more better or less costly? What is the competitive advantage?
Actually, on the petrol pump, that is a very good point. Actually, on petrol pump, the products which you had seen are only of similar type and they only sell polishes. But like our products are all DIY made. So like we have India's first DIY ceramic coating. This thing you will not find on the internet. We have made it from a special formulation, and we had we almost took 1 year to make this, and we got sold out like in 14 days. So these all the products are DIY.
Just to the current last we talk about the 50 lakhs. And in September you're projecting 1 year.
Yes.
What makes you think?
Actually, we want to improve on our packaging, and we just want to market our product. We want to just scale it, increase the spend. That's it.
Double the revenue.
Yeah. Uh, Actually, the now we are doing the performance marketing, right? So now we are profitable, but if we scale, right, the ROAS would not drop to that extent. So I'm sure we would be able to hit that mark. Thank you.
Ceramic coating,
Yeah,
if someone
correct. Yeah, so the traditional ceramic coating which we see, right? So they have to apply it. So there are four parts. So they'll wash the car, then there is buffing, then there is coating. So this product, what you have to do is you just have to spray it on the panel. You have to clean the panel first, then you have to spray it, and you have to just buff it with a microfiber cloth. So all the properties which a ceramic coating has, a traditional ceramic coating almost lasts up to 2 years, but this product can last you up to 3 months. But this is 1 by 30th times cheaper than that product, and one bottle can cover almost three mid-sized cars.
Hello. I have one question. So your gross margin is very good, 85%, whereas net margin is very low, 10%. So considering the increase in the turnover, so whether those, first I want to know what is the reason for lower net margins and whether those margins will be maintained considering the increase in sales run.
Yes, firstly, as I said, we want to improve on our packaging, we want to improve on our designs. So we had started like 1 year back, and this is the same design which we are using from one year. We have not done it separately. So we want to work on the branding part, we want to work on the website, and after optimizing all the things, I'm sure that whatever we are spending on marketing now, that would give a bigger result. So net margin would be constant throughout. It would be fluctuating between 8 to 10%.
Hi.
Hi.
I have one question. Which part of the country or state are you receiving more orders?
Currently, most of the orders are from UP, Punjab. Almost 18% of the order are from these two states. Then is Maharashtra. We have almost 15% coming from Maharashtra. Then there is Karnataka. But the metro and tier one cities, we are getting the maximum orders. Almost 90% of our orders are from these two. Yeah, and Amazon, we have jumped like 15 days back, and we want to scale on Amazon also. But like there is inventory shortage, there are all the things. So yeah, not manufacture, but we want to do the contract manufacturing only, because manufacturing is a very hectic job, and I would stick to maybe market the product very well than manufacture it.
What kind of arrangement do you have with your contract manufacturer?
Our machinery, we have set up the machinery in Delhi, and he's manufacturing for us. So the capex we have provided, and the operational he is helping us. Yeah. Even if we manufacture it in-house, the cost would not significantly come down, because like the average selling price, our average selling price stands at 1500 rupees. So we are selling the entire kit. So the interesting part here is we are selling the entire kit wherein we have six products, and individually also we are selling them on the website. So our inventory gets cleared in the car care kit. Have our best seller, that is car care kit. And if we talk about single bottle, we are selling at 400 rupees. But while our cost of goods, the manufacturing cost is just 40 rupees. So we have that good margin. So I don't think we need to manufacture it. Yeah. Not yet, but we are looking to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, there are two questions. One is what is the repeat customer ratio? And the other part is, suppose a car has been gone for a ceramic first time, okay, portrait. Then probably it takes a longer time, right? 3 years, 4 years. Then somebody again will go and do for a ceramic portrait. So how do you see that market? How you are going to chase your revenue during that? Probably in a fast sort, big sort, you can do a big one. Then how you are going to get
Right.
those?
So the first would be our repeat rate stands at 20%. So we have 20% month on month repeat. So this could be increased to 30 and 35%, because we are doubling every quarter. So our, maybe if you see last 3 months of revenue, last month was 22, then it was 18, then it was 16. So like we are growing, so the repeat rate now is at 20%, but surely it will increase. And your second question, you are talking about the ceramic coating. So this ceramic coating costs 30,000, the traditional ceramic coating which people do to their car. But that population is not more than 2 to 3% which are doing. But this ceramic coating, if a middle class family or a person owning a middle class car. So even he can do it and he can experience the same feel. How does a ceramic coating look like and how does it uh, uh, look to your car? Actually, it gives a glossy shine when you do it.
What's the longevity?
It lasts almost 3 to 6 months. Yeah, and one bottle can last you up to 3 cars. So you can do a mid size if you take, you can do 3 cars. So yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Your dedication to innovation and
Thank you.
quality in car care is truly impressive. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. We look forward to seeing Car Dhobi continue to grow and succeed.
Our next speaker is a seasoned professional with a wealth of experience in risk mitigation and background screening. Please welcome Mr. Harshad Bhojani, the founder and CEO of Shovel Tech Solutions Private Limited. He also founded Shovel Screening Solutions LLC and has consistently demonstrated his expertise in the domain. Let's give them a warm welcome to Mr. Harshad Bhojani and his dream team.
Wherever you are comfortable.
Uh, Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Harshad Bhojane, and I am into the risk mitigation and background screening and insurance claim investigation field. Would sound something new to you guys. Might have not heard about this in the past, but let me just give you a background about what we do. We actually go and investigate suspicious insurance claims. Uh, Really interesting field, and I've spent about 2 decades in it now. So we started with employee verification first, and then evolved into insurance claim investigation. But our foundation was always into risk mitigation. So while we I was working into this field, and then my entrepreneurial journey started in 2016, where we built a company called Meter Solutions in the past 4.5 years we worked I worked with that company. We built that company. We almost worked with every insurance company for their insurance claim investigation needs. And that's how we decided that everything was manual. We identified that the entire process that was followed during the investigations or during the processing of claims was completely manual. So that's where we thought that we should come out with some kind of a unique product that will help the insurance industry. So we put our focus on the health claim, which is the most important thing for every citizen. Where many claims the patient is in the hospital, and they have to go through a lot of documentation to get their claims processed, to get their claims approved. So that is where we thought that there has to be something that we need to do for this industry and for our country. That is equally important. That we are all here to earn money, but at the end we need to give back to our society as well. We need to give back to our country as well. So that is how we came with the concept, and we founded Shovel Tech Solutions. Shovel Tech was incorporated in January of this year, 2024. Uh, we focused on the health industry because we wanted to address the right problem which the industry is facing right now. So that's how we started with this. So just to give you a background about what Shovel Tech wants to do, we want to be an integrated solutions provider specializing in risk mitigation and across various industries. our forte is background screening, investigations. So we wanted to do something in it by adding technology. So we are using AI and machine learning into it so that we can give the solution to the right people. This is our vision. So we basically what we envision is a future where risk mitigation and insurance industries are powered by cutting edge technologies. Right now, they are semi-automated. There are places where they have their internal systems, but they are not talking to each other. The communication gap between the insurance companies and the stakeholders is vast. So we are trying to address the gap between them. So now, as I said, we are targeting the health insurance sector. So currently, the process is the hospital staff has to navigate through a lot of processes in terms of getting the approval. First thing, getting the coverage approval for the claims that the people have. Secondly, they then have to get the pre-authorization. So of what the estimation has been given by the hospital for a surgery or for a treatment. Again, they have to go back to the insurance company for that if the entitlement is there in place. If it is not there, then again a lot of back and forth things happen, and then the claim gets approved. So there is a huge manual process which goes in email, and a lot of documents also go across this. So we are targeting that as a health insurance sector. This is our solution now. So what we thought is we are creating interoperability between the payer, that is the insurance company, and the hospitals who are giving the treatment to the patient. So there is complete seamless experience for the customers or for the patients. So through this, we have developed a chatbot interface which is based on an AI technology. So this creates a interoperability between the hospitals and the insurance companies. So this is on the high level product architecture. So we have the insurance system which has the policy information, the policy entitlements, and then the hospital management information system which has the patient records, the patient data in it, and then there's a chatbot which will communicate between these two systems and get the relevant information that is queried for. So if the insurer is asking for some information or needs some information from the hospital, they can just query it through the chatbot, and then they can get the relevant information from the hospital. If the hospital wants some information regarding the policy, they can query it through the chatbot, and they can get the relevant information through this chatbot interface. Now let's come to the most interesting thing as how this is going to run and what is the crux of this business and how we can generate revenue out of this. So now let me give you some facts and figures here that as per the IRDA annual report, we have noticed that in the last financial year, about 275 lakh claims were processed across India. So that's the larger market, out of which, and it amounts to about 70,930 crores. So this is the total. There are about 55 insurance companies, out of which 48 are into general insurance. So this is the number that they are doing right now. Out of this, now 6 states contribute 63% of the claims, equating to 175 lakh claims per year. So the 6 states are Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Delhi. So these are the states who contribute more to this, and Maharashtra alone contributes 29.5%. So 29.5% claims are processed through the state of Maharashtra. So looking at these numbers, even if we target 5% of this market, we aim to generate a business of 152 crores, anticipating a profit of 57 crores, yielding a profit margin of 37.7% at the end of March 2025. This is our team. So I am the founder of Shoveltech Solutions. We have Shweta Bhujne, she is the Chief Investment Officer. We have a business analyst, Mr. Sanjay Kulkarni. We have a director of product development, Mr. Harish Sharma. You can just wave off. Then we have a CFO, CA Manoj Kumar Gupta ji. He is also here. And we have our CTO is not here right now. CMO we haven't hired, but
while I say this, we have Mr. Vikas Kunde who would be taking up this position shortly. And then we have Mr. Prasad Agashe who looks after the field operations. And we very soon we will have the business head Dr. Kalpana Lunde who is from the industry. Now, some key highlights I would like to highlight here is the government of India is also pushing the health ecosystem very deeply into the society. Now, in some of the initiatives I would like to highlight here is and these are something very interesting facts which I would want you to look at. This is how India is progressing. Is the government of India has got the National Health Stack published in 2018. After that, the National Digital Health Blueprint was published in 2019. Digital Health Mission was announced in 2020, and Ayushman Bharat was digital mission was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 15th August 2020. Now, why I'm going to these facts is because this is going to help me in my business, because the government is giving a massive push to the health ecosystem, and the way there are certain initiatives taken by the statutory bodies as well, that cashless everywhere, you must have heard about cashless everywhere. Now this, the number of claims is going to increase day by day, and it's giving me a positive environment as well for my business to grow further. So we're being very conservative in our numbers right now, because we've seen in the past that you have high numbers, but if you're not able to do it, then it demotivates the whole team. So we are going with very conservative numbers right now, taking into consideration our experience, and we are using the environment that has been created by the government. So this is what we have been doing. We have acquired quite a few clients right now. There are many more in the pipeline where we are empaneled or we are getting in the process of empanel right now. So, and the most important thing is we are also collaborating with the regulatory bodies. So if you see that one logo, that CDSL Insurance Repository Limited, they are supporting us in this the chatbot interface which we are going to launch. So we are working on it. Current stage of our product is we are integrating with the health claim exchange right now. So there will be certain use cases which we would be doing. The next step would be to go into the IRDA sandbox to get an approval for the product, and IRDA will support that product and will instruct the insurance companies to incorporate that in their workflow. So this is what we've been doing. So any further questions? I'm open for it right now.
Yes.
One question I wanted to ask, like, can you show like the claims processing before using your product is n number of days, and after using your product it reduces to these many days? Like, I want to see how efficient, how much it reduces. And your core customer is insurance companies or healthcare companies which have to do the claims. Because it means your product is helping healthcare or hospital companies or healthcare companies to reduce the amount of time in their claims processing. That means you're helping healthcare companies more than insurance companies. Yeah, and of course, insurance company also you're helping, but it helps to expedite the duration of claims processing.
Yes, yes. Let me take your question one by one. The first question which you asked is about the time that is taken for the processing of the claim. So the current process is an average about 7 to 12 days it takes to process the claim. So by using our chatbot interface, the time is going to be reduced drastically to just 60 minutes. Because here, what happens is sometimes an agency like us, our other company, which is Shovel Screening Solutions, the papers come to us. The insurance company would send the papers to us or send the request to us. We go to the hospital, we give them an application that was we need the IPD papers, what are the treatments that are given. We collect the documents, we scan it, we then go back to the insurance company, give it to them. They again put it in their document management system. Then it goes into the regular workflow, and that's how the time is getting invested. But with this chatbot interface, there is no human intervention. Up to a certain level, you can get a decisive report in front of you, and then the doctors at the insurance company can actually do a skillful job by just analyzing that report. Currently, the doctors are doing an operational job of looking at the document, verifying the details, which will be completely eliminated by using this chatbot interface. So they will have an analytic report in front of them where they can actually use the skills to take a very, very informed decision. So that is the difference in the time. The second question which you asked, are you helping the insurance companies or the hospitals? We are helping the insurance companies as well. We are helping the hospitals as well. And most importantly, we are helping the patient who will get a seamless claim experience.
Because I wanted to know how much you charging.
We will be charging the insurance company. So let me also, while you have taken up that question, let me also tell you that this will be a complete, this will work on a SaaS model, where software as a service, where every claim that they query on the chatbot will be, we will bill them on that. Now, currently what happens is they are spending about, insurance companies are currently spending around 4 to 7,000 rupees on every claim. Out of which I can openly tell you that companies like us who are investigating it on ground are we are getting paid 2,500 rupees per claim, and the rest of the administration costs which they are incurring right now. So they around 5 to 7,000 rupees they are spending right now. That cost can be reduced, the effort can be reduced. We can go down to up to 1,000 rupees per claim also. Still we make this revenue.
How much is the revenue till date? There were no numbers in the.
So we are still in the integration process right now, and the product would be launched in the month of October. The actual revenues will start in October. We haven't started any revenue.
And you have hired 6 CXOs in the company without the revenue.
Yeah, because sir, we have a current business into background screening and investigations. So that company is currently taking up for the current expenses right now. And while we are working at this level, we need good experienced team to actually handhold the product integration with the insurers and with the hospitals. So that's the reason we have the whole team sitting out there and we are working on it. And our product is now into integration phase. So it is very sure that the product will be launched in the month of October and it will go into the IRDS sandbox because it is authenticated by the regulatory body that this will be working in the workflow of the claim processing.
Okay, so my question is that you said you will be charging for query, right? So is it a transaction-based revenue model, or are you going to be doing some sort of subscription model as well?
It can be a subscription model, but it will be per claim basis. So any queries that are against one particular claim, that will be billed.
So transaction, right?
So transaction.
And you said your target market is mainly payers. Do those payers include TPAs as well?
Yes. So it will be a combination of TPAs and insurance companies. Wherever the insurance company says that you integrate with the TPAs, we will go and integrate with the TPAs.
So, how will the insurance companies be benefited? Because the timelines will be reduced, right?
Yes.
What about the amount of the claim? Because it's beneficial for them to give as less claims as possible, right?
As less claims in terms of amount, or
yes, in terms of amounts.
Well, see, every insurance company has to pay the claim. What they do is they try to reduce the loss. They try to mitigate the loss. Now, that's when the investigation portion comes in picture. That's for example, now, if there is a pre-existing disease and which the patient has not reported while taking the policy. So if in investigation, if they find out that there was something pre-existing, they can reduce the loss. The amount can be shrinked. Say for example, if it's a claim of say 1 lakh rupees, and they found some anomalies in it, the claim amount can come to say like 65-70,000 rupees. So they save that 30,000 rupees.
What my question was, this software is just helping in the process. It's not looking into the investigation, right?
It will look into the investigation because it has the functionalities of analyzing the documents, even if there are some manual errors or manual alterations that have been done to the documents. Our chatbot or our technology is capable enough to identify those as well and highlight it into the report.
Okay, one last question from my end. When you say it's an investigative software, right? Is there any number that as X number of claims out of 100 are going into some sort of investigation, and that's where your software kicks in, or is it all for the entire 100 claims that you be?
All the 100 claims would go through this software, but the ratio currently in the industry is about 20% of the claims are into the investigating category. So currently, when the health insurance companies are adjudicating claims, so the number is about 20 to 22% where they find some fraudulent activities where the claims are actually repudiated or the loss is mitigated. So that is going to, because there is no human intervention in between, that is going to help us to reduce that 20% to somewhere close to 4 to 5% that can come down if it is being used by all the major health insurance companies.
Where are you getting this data from to do the investigation?
We're getting it from the hospital system itself. So because there is no time in between for the human being to manipulate any information, it's real time. The data that is getting entered, you can retrieve it real time. And even if there are some edits in the system, it's back with an audit trail. So it's back with an audit trail. So there is no scope for human intervention to make any alterations into the documentation.
What happens if somebody has a pre-existing condition and there's no medical record for it? How does that get sorted? Because if I've used a different hospital
And they don't have a claim or any information on me. So how do you investigate those cases? And how do you find out if there's a pre-existing condition?
See, currently what is happening is because of these hospital management information management system, the HIMS softwares which are there right now on the hospital part, the patient records are through the Aadhaar ID. The patient records will be stored. Now, in the past, what used to happen is, as you rightly said, that there was scope for people to go to apply for insurances with different companies and then claim it through different hospitals. But currently, that situation is not there. Internal databases have been maintained by IRDA. All the policy information from the insurer part is updated in the IRDA databases, and then that is being shared with the insurance company.
so they have electronic medical records?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I have one question here. So you will be licensing between hospitals and insurance company.
Yes.
So there are many TPAs in the market. They are big players like Mediassist or
Right.
in India.
Right.
So how will you differentiate yourself or your chatbot or your process from those? Because they also technology advanced companies.
Yes, they are, but they are completely focusing on processing, and TPAs are always guided by the insurance companies. They're working for the insurance companies, and if the insurer has instructions, or if an insurer is implementing a new solution, the TPA has to adapt that. So if the insurer says that the Shovel Tech chatbot needs to be used, the TPA will have to integrate with us, and we will go to the TPA and we'll get them integrated into the system. So they will still be doing the same process what they're doing right now, but they will be doing it more efficiently and smartly with the use of our chatbot. Yes, sir.
I have a question. So my question is, when you are hospitalized and their investigations are going and the doctor also acts on too many other investigations.
Right.
And that adds up to the total insurance bill. So how you would be checking, say for example, somebody is admitted for heart disease and he's been diagnosed with many other situations difficulty also the hospital does these things. So how you are mitigating that? I mean, you are on the investigation side, and you are saying that it is whether the claim is a fraud or not fraud or anything else.
Right.
But there are certain tests or other things which doctors prescribe, which is not required for that. But the insurance, since you have an insurance, then automatically hospitals tries to build up the bill.
Correct. See, this is a very typical scenario and it is a very good question. Firstly, let me tell you that we do not take any decision on behalf of the insurance company, neither on behalf of the hospital. We give only the information for them to take the right and informed decision for the insurance company. Now, there are certain standard treatments for certain standard diseases, and which the insurance company, while they sign up with the hospitals, they sign a agreement with them that for these there is a list of diseases and these are the general treatments. and the pricing packages are mutually agreed between the insurance company and the hospital. So they have a standard pricing above which they cannot go, and if they have to go in some situations where they have to go back to the insurance company and get an approval for that, and only then they proceed with that treatment. So my role is divided into two parts. One is the processing of it, and if we identify something that for typhoid, for example, I'm just trying to give you an example. For typhoid, a certain amount of a certain mg of medicine has to be given to a certain amount of doses given to the patient, and if it is being given multiple times or in excess, so that my software can identify from the documents, and it can highlight it to the insurer, where a team of doctors is sitting who is analyzing those things and who are adjudicating the claim. So that will be an insight to the insurance company. That's how we could help them. Okay. Any other questions?
Sorry for cutting you short,
Thank
so we have a time constraint.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
We look forward to seeing Shovel Tech Solutions Private Limited continue to lead in this important field. Once again, a big hand for Mr. Harshit Bojane, sir. Listen, Varini, I have recently founded a new startup.
Oh, really? What is it about?
You know, I have just set up a shop down in Jewari.
That's not a startup, Prakash.
Then what is it?
Startups are often focused on building a company that can be sold for a large profit or go public through an IPO. Whereas small businesses are often focused on building a sustainable business which can be passed down to future generations.
Oh, so that's how it works. Thank you so much, Varini.
Yes, Prakash. So moving forward, we welcome our next speaker, Mr. Sanjay Rastogi, the visionary founder of Easy Auto Shala. With around 36 years of professional expertise, his journey spans more than 3 decades with major automobile companies such as Bajaj Auto, LML Limited, Hyosung Motors, Ultra Motor India, and Kinetic Engineering. Please welcome Mr. Sanjay Rastogi.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I will be the most seasoned startup founder, co-founder. I think so in this arena right now. So I completed my journey in jobs for 36 years continuing, and last year I founded this startup, EZ Auto Shala. I've been working in IC engines and electric vehicle roughly about the same time. In 2006, I started my journey in electric vehicles. Recently, when I was watching and seeing that electric vehicles are gaining momentum, very fast adoption is happening on India level. And e-rickshaw, basically, predominant player in the electric vehicle segment, which carries mass transportation in B class cities, C class, and even in D class city, is not having any service solutions to them by the OEMs or by the manufacturers, so-called manufacturers, who make them and place them on the road to do service. वहां पर सर्विस की अवेलेबिलिटी न होने की वजह से क्या होता है कि गाड़ी में जो कंफर्ट होना चाहिए कस्टमर के लिए, जो रेवेन्यू आना चाहिए ड्राइवर्स के लिए, वो आता नहीं। तो हमने क्या किया कि हमने एक कंपनी का आधारशिला रखी जिसका नाम है इज़ ऑटो शाला। इसके अंदर हम 2 वर्टिकल पे काम करते हैं बेसिकली। इसके अंदर हम एक ऑटो अल्टा वर्कशॉप बनाते हैं जो मल्टी ब्रांड इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल, ई रिक्शा और ई ऑटोस को सर्विस करती है। उस सर्विस सेंटर में हम सर्विस के अलावा स्पेयर पार्ट सप्लाई करते हैं उनको, और उनके बंदों को ट्रेनिंग भी देते हैं। वी प्रोवाइड ऑन द जॉब ट्रेनिंग एज वेल एज क्लासरूम ट्रेनिंग टू देम and give them quality spare parts so that their rickshaws rundown time is minimized. Since it is a commercial vehicle, उसका ऑफ द रोड होना बहुत खतरनाक है ड्राइवर के लिए,
क्योंकि उसने लोन लिया हुआ है, वो भर नहीं पाता है, वो दिक्कत होती है उसको। तो इसलिए हमने क्या किया, हमने एक ऑटो चालक की we want to, the objective was very clear to us. The sale versus service support was not available. So that gave us a lot of scope for doing this startup. The concept is clear. We want to be the service provider for the e-rickshaws and the autos. Why e-autos and e-rickshaws? Because the total market of electric vehicle is roughly about say 3 million electric vehicles are running on Indian roads. Out of which adoption of electric rickshaw is happening at a much faster pace. But in our view, by 2030, almost 100% e-rickshaw with a three-wheeler category will be converted to electric vehicles, and almost 70 to 80% will be converted to light commercial vehicles will be converted to electric vehicles. तो यहाँ पर सबसे ज्यादा बिजनेस हमारे पास है वर्कशॉप खोलने के लिए, इसलिए हमने इनको टारगेट किया है 3 व्हीलर्स को और 4 व्हीलर्स जो कि 1 टन कैपेसिटी की छोटे 4 व्हीलर्स है। ये 2 वर्टिकल हमने चालू किए थे, एक ईस्ट ऑटोशाला है और ईस्ट ऑटोशाला के अंदर में 2 वर्टिकल है, ईस्ट ऑटो अड्डा वो मल्टी ब्रांड वर्कशॉप है और ऑटो डॉक्टर एक ऐसी ट्रेनिंग सेंटर में खोलेंगे जहां पर इन ऑटो अड्डा के लिए वर्कशॉप सुपरवाइजर टेक्नीशियंस की ट्रेनिंग हम करवाएंगे, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल का जितनी तेजी से अडॉप्शन हो रहा है दिल्ली हमारे यहाँ पर, उतनी तेजी से हमारे पास ट्रेन मैकेनिक्स और ट्रेन स्टाफ नहीं आ रहा है, तो उसके लिए भी हमको एक काम करना पड़ेगा। इसलिए हमने 2 वर्टिकल खोले ट्रेनिंग ऑटो डॉक्टर के नाम से। ये हमारा अपना ऑटो अड्डा है, इसमें हम ये सर्विसेज करेंगे, सर्विस और रिपेयर करेंगे कंप्लीट रिक्शा की और ऑटो की या ऑटो की। रिपेयर सेंटर उसके इंडिविजुअल पार्ट्स है, बैटरी, चार्जर, कंट्रोलर वगैरह की उनकी हम रिपेयर करेंगे, हाई वैल्यू आइटम्स है वो, और स्पेयर पार्ट की सेल करेंगे। बैटरी चार्जिंग एंड स्वैपिंग हमने टेरा चार्ज के साथ कोलैबोरेशन किया है, वो हमारे जितने भी ऑटो अड्डा सेंटर है वहां पर चार्जिंग स्टेशन लगाएंगे 2 और 3 व्हीलर्स के लिए। तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम वो फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल को रेवेन्यू जनरेट करके दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि अगर वो फ्रेंचाइजी रेवेन्यू प्लस में नहीं आएगा और अगर प्रॉफिट नहीं कमाएगा तो बंद हो जाएगा। बिजनेस को चलाने के लिए प्रॉफिट का होना बहुत जरूरी है, तो उसको हम छोटे छोटे प्रॉफिट लेकर के उसको कर रहे हैं। इसकी चर्चा में हमने चार्जिंग स्टेशन दिया है। फिर इंश्योरेंस का रिन्यूअल और इंश्योरेंस क्लेम्स के लिए भी हम उससे काम कर रहे हैं। बहुत सारे एग्रीगेटर आ गए हैं मार्केट में व्हीकल केयर की तरह, जो क्या करते हैं कि बड़ी बड़ी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से टाइप करते हैं, उनको क्लेम जो है वो थर्ड पार्टी वर्कशॉप पे कराते हैं। तो हमारा उनसे भी टाइप हो रहा है, जहां जहां ऑटो अड्डा खोलेंगे तो वो अपनी गाड़ियां माइग्रेट करके हमारे ऑटो अड्डा में भेजेंगे, ताकि हमारे ऑटो अड्डा का वॉल्यूम बढ़े। और एक्सेसरीज सेल्स, ये तो अब एक्सेसरीज सेल्स में इसका मार्जिन सबसे अच्छा होता है, और जब गाड़ी आती है हमारे यहाँ पर सर्विस करने के लिए, तो एक्सेसरीज सेल्स जो है एक बूस्टअप होता है रेवेन्यू के लिए। इस तरह का लुक है हमारा ऑटो अड्डा का, स्टैंडर्ड लुक है। एक एशिया हम देते हैं साथ में, और एक रिसेप्शन टेबल है, लिफ्ट हम देते हैं। ये लिफ्ट आपने देखी होगी बहुत लोगों ने 2 व्हीलर सर्विस करते हुए, 3 व्हीलर में सर्विस करते हुए आपने बहुत कम देखा होगा उसको। ये इसलिए है फॉर ईज ऑफ ऑपरेशन। अगर इसमें हम सर्विस करके रिक्शा की सर्विस करते हैं तो एफर्ट कम लग करके और रिजल्ट अच्छा आता है। हमारा पहला स्टोर खुला था आगरा में 14 मार्च 2024 को। इसने हमको बहुत सारा इंसाइट दिया, हमने बहुत सारी गलतियों को पता चला, हमने उसको सबको ठीक करके फिर हमने मथुरा में और कानपुर में अभी हाल ही में जून में हमने 2 ऑटो खोले, 2 ऑटो के वर्कशॉप खोले। और हमारा टारगेट है कि हम 2 और 3 के लगभग हर महीने इस ऑटो अड्डा के स्टोर्स खोलने के प्रयास है, कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और एक हमारा बड़ा दिवाली तक, इस दिवाली तक हम लोग 20 ऑटो अड्डा स्टोर खोलने का प्लान बना रहे हैं अभी, रिसेंट प्लान। और लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान हमारा तकरीबन 500 ऑटो स्टोर खोलने का है बाई 2017 में। ऑटो डॉक्टर ने हमें जैसे कहा था, हम 3 तरह की ट्रेनिंग करेंगे उसमें, करते हैं ऑटो डॉक्टर बेसिक, एक्सपर्ट एंड मास्टर। इन लोगों से हमारा टाइप हुआ है। केरला चार्ज एक चार्जिंग स्टेशन बनाते हैं, नानिया ये स्पेयर पार्ट सप्लाई करता है। राजू लेक्स एक ये स्टैंडर्ड ऑटो बल्ब बनाने की कंपनी है जो अप्रूव्ड है। ईस्टमैन ये लेड एसिड में इनका 60-70% शेयर है, उनके साथ हमारा टाइप है। लीडर सीएनएन मोटर कंट्रोलर बनाते हैं। सिद्धार्थ ब्रेक्स प्रकांत जो है स्पेशलाइज्ड इक्विपमेंट बनाते हैं। और जो व्हील गाड़ी के व्हील्स है उसके ये सब अप्रूवल लेटर्स हैं। आईकैट में एआरआई में इनका अप्रूवल खुद का है। ये हमारे कुछ ओईएम क्लाइंट्स हैं। हम लोग ओईएम के साथ टाइप कर रहे हैं कि ओईएम से हम कह रहे हैं कि आप गाड़ी बनाइए और सेल करिए, और सर्विस जहां भी आपको लगता है दिक्कत आ रही है, क्योंकि ई रिक्शा की सर्विस देने के लिए कोई डीलर तैयार नहीं हो रहा है, तो हमने उनसे कहा कि आप गाड़ी बेचिए, सर्विस के लिए हमें दे दीजिए। तो ऐसा कुछ बात चल रही है। तो तीन सारे ओईएम से हमारा टाइप हो चुका है, बहुत सारे लाइनअप पर भी हुआ है, देखते हैं अभी कहाँ तक जाते हैं। मैं हूँ, मेरे साथ में मेरे एक कलीग है प्रशांत कुमार, जो भी इंडस्ट्री गई हैं, और ये हमारे कुछ एडवाइजरी टीम है। बसंत कुमार वैश्य जी, ये योग बाइक का आपने सुना होगा, पता नहीं, बहुत पुरानी बात हो गई। 2006-2005 में कंपनी आई थी योग बाइक, उसके आदमी के हेड है ये थे मतलब, अब तो रिटायर हो गए हैं, हमारे एडवाइजरी बोर्ड पे हैं। कपूर साहब हमारे एक्स बजाज हैं, जैसे मैक्स बजाज जो मेरे गुरु हैं ये, वो हमारे एडवाइजरी बोर्ड पे हैं। राकेश दुबे जी स्पेशलाइज्ड पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के इंजीनियर हैं, जिनकी अपनी खुद की कंपनी है प्रकाश इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स। और आशीष जैन नानिया के सीईओ हैं, जो स्पेयर पार्ट सप्लाई करते हैं। तो हमने रिलेवेंट एडवाइजरी बोर्ड में लक्ष्य रखे हुए हैं, जिससे हमें समय समय पे अच्छे लोगों से संपर्क करना पड़ रहा है और हमें ज्ञान मिलता है। हम लोग ग्रेटर नोएडा वेस्ट में लोकेटेड है, और अभी हमारे 30 स्टोर हैं। हमारा हमने एक फंड हमने यहाँ पे इनिशियल फंड लिया था इसी सभा से, करीब 10 लाख रुपए का, तो वो हमें 30 स्टोर बनाने के लिए हमारे काम आ गया। अब प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट एस्टैब्लिश कर चुके हैं हम लोग, अब एक्सपेंशन के लिए हमको 50 लाख रुपए चाहिए पुरानी वैल्यूएशन। थैंक यू।
माइक चेंजेस इसमें से तो चेंजेस हुए हैं अभी नहीं है।
आपके इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए इस कॉलेज में के कुछ लड़कों ने भी हमारे स्टार्टअप में पैसा लगा, एंजल यूनिवर्सिटी के बाद।
ये स्टोर्स आपके सेल फोन है या ये फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल?
फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल सर।
आपका रेवेन्यू मॉडल कैसे है?
हमारा रेवेन्यू मॉडल सर हमको फ्रेंचाइजी की आएगी सर, और इसमें जितना भी लेबर चार्ज आएगा उसका 20% हमारे वापस आएगा, और स्पेयर पार्ट में पैसा आएगा, जो कि सफिशिएंट होगा। ये एक्चुअली में नंबर गेम है सर, जब से 25-50 स्टोर हो नहीं जाएंगे तो रेवेन्यू उतना सही हमको आएगा नहीं, लेकिन आएगा सर।
पर यूनिट इकोनॉमिक्स क्या है? एक स्टोर से एक साल में क्या आरओआई निकलेगा
हमें?
आपको?
अगर फुल फ्लेज हम चलने लगेंगे तो एक स्टोर से एक साल में हमको लगभग आप समझे कि 6 लाख रुपए के करीब
रेवेन्यू या मतलब आपको रेवेन्यू या उस
हमें रेवेन्यू आएगा सर, उसको तो 1 लाख रुपया पर महीने गारंटेड है।
गारंटेड किस चीज से?
नंबर से सर, क्योंकि जो नंबर जनरेट कर रहे हैं बात ओईएम से बात करके और एग्रीगेटर से बात करके, वो नंबर है, क्योंकि हम लोग B2C B2B दोनों के स्कोर को तैयार कर रहे हैं।
मुझे उसमें B2B नहीं समझ आया था। अगर मैंने रिक्शा खरीद ली, अब किससे खरीदी उससे तो कोई मतलब नहीं है, मैं आपके पास आऊं या नहीं आऊं, आपके टाइप से क्या कनेक्शन है वो नहीं समझ।
एग्रीगेटर जो होते हैं ना सर, जैसे B2B की बात कर रहा, तो एग्रीगेटर्स हैं, व्हीकल एग्रीगेटर जो 300 गाड़ी लेके चला रहे हैं, उनके लिए खुद को या तो खुद सर्विस स्टेशन बनाया या हमें दे दें, तो उनको हमें देना ज्यादा पड़ेगा सर।
थैंक यू।
What is your ask? 50 lakhs. That's it. 50 lakh at what valuation? 10 crores. जो लास्ट वैल्यूएशन था हमारा, लास्ट वैल्यूएशन में 10 लाख रुपए ये था, और उसको हमने ठीक ठाक यूज कर लिया। That's it. Thank you so much.
संजय जी, ये जो आपका टारगेट ऑफ स्टोर्स है,
दिवाली तक 20 स्टोर बनाने के टारगेट है सर, और 2027 तक हम लोग लगभग 300 से 500 के बीच में कैंडिडेट करेंगे सर, क्योंकि एक्चुअली क्या हो रहा है कि जो अब हम नेक्स्ट लेवल की फंडिंग लेना चाहते हैं, वो नेक्स्ट लेवल की फंडिंग में जो हम एक्सपेंशन करेंगे वो प्लस मारेगा। क्या हो रहा है कि आप मल्टी ब्रांड ई रिक्शा सर्विस, ये बिल्कुल नया कॉन्सेप्ट है, किसी को मालूम नहीं है, तो लुक एंड फील नहीं आ रहा है, टच एंड फील नहीं आ रहा है। तो एक बार वो साइजेबल नंबर हमारे पास आता है 10-12 का, उसके बाद फिर ये बहुत तेजी से बढ़ेगा।
तो अभी जो आप बोल रहे थे 1 लाख गारंटीड रेवेन्यू है आपके पार्टनर के लिए, फ्रेंचाइजी के लिए, तो ये 1 लाख में 50,000 का रेवेन्यू आपके पास कहाँ से आएगा?
1 लाख में 50,000 की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि 1 लाख मिनिमम गारंटी की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं आपको, क्योंकि लेबर उस हिसाब से लेबर हमको मिलेगा ना। अगर मान लीजिए उसका लाख रुपए का लेबर पर मंथ आता है, तो उसमें 20,000 हमको मिलने वाला है। Thank you.
A round for questions for students. You can have 2 students who can ask questions if they have. So,
ये वाली सेकंड ठीक है, अभी सेकंड है, सेकंड
Yes.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Aniket Singh. Sir, my question to you is what strategy you are building or what campaign you are running for shifting the interest towards this side, EV side?
So we are very heavily going on social media campaigning, and we have had people, influencers in states like Bihar, which has very large number of e-rickshaws and e-autos. So they are giving us good results in terms of providing leads, and the lead conversion will happen as we started happening actually. We got this score from that lead only. So we are very heavily on the social media and influencers. Yes.
हाँ, ये फॉरवर्ड कर दो मुझे, ऐसे ही फॉरवर्ड कर दो। हाँ, बोलो। info@, क्यों?
thank you so much, Mr. Sanjay Rastogi, sir. Your experience and vision in the automotive industry are truly inspiring. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Our next speaker is a seasoned professional with extensive experience in the IT industry. Please welcome Mr. Sudipta Rath, the founder of SPS Trip. With over 22 years of experience in engineering, Mr. Rath has built, led, and managed teams of various sizes. He's an expert in building teams from the ground up across geographically diverse locations. Please welcome members of SPS Trip.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sudipta Ratha. So, the way he said, yes, I have more than 25 years of experience in IT industry. So, I have served the Persistent, Redmi, JS Lab, Cisco, and all. So, I left my job since last 2 years. Then I have been doing a lot of things, a lot of analysis and all, and lot of surveys as well. Then finally, I came to conclusion and I started this concept called SPS Flip. So SPS Flip is basically it's a converged platform. It's a travel e-commerce. purely into B2B and B2E. So I'll definitely let you know what is B2B, B2E, and B2C in my next slides. So it is purely it's a converse platform. This platform is being used by different travel agents and corporates. This is how this platform works. So what do you mean by converged basically? So let me give you a very small example. Let's say what we use in our day-to-day life. Let's say DMart. Everybody knows DMart. What DMart does. A person goes to DMart, he can get dal, chawal, kapda, kuch, pencil, books, everything. So it's a platform where the person goes and he gets every details. So this is how Express Trip is. So it's a travel converged platform. Once you come to this platform, you will get either a hotel, holidays, car, visa, anything related to travel. So this is what the converged platform is. So before going to that platform, let's discuss about this industry. What travel industry is, what is the size, what is the market, how big is the market, and what is the kind of sector advantages and all. So again, before going to travel, let's talk about the e-commerce market. This pie is 100% of e-commerce market. Okay. If you look at this number, this 16% is more into retailing, 6 is about financial services, 5 is about classifieds, and rest is others, and 71 is about travel. Okay. So once I talk about 16% of is the e-tailing market. Once I say e-tailing, it could you talk about any name. It could be Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, or any food delivery app, anything, any quick commerce like Blinkit, BB now, Swiggy, Zomato, everybody comes under this 16% only. Okay. But once I talk about travel is 71% of the market. The whole market is 71% of the whole pie, and the market size is extremely huge. The market size is expected to be reach more than 500 billion by 2028. And if you look at the GDP, so only travel industry takes 7.5% of our Indian GDP. This is how the size is. Then if you talk about the sources, so these are the sources this data has been captured. Okay. Then next talk about the product and services. B2B, B2E, and B2C. There are 3 different segments. Once I talk about B2B, it is business to travel agents. Since I have talked you that I tell you that this platform is being used by different travel agents and corporates. Okay. So कोई travel agent मेरा platform use करता है तो वो मेरे लिए B2B हो गया. So B2B is my user. If कोई corporate, B2E is a business to enterprise. It is corporate. कोई corporate मेरा platform use करता है तो it's comes under B2E. So these are the services we have. We have flight, cruise, hotel, cab, holidays, visa, adventures, forex, gift vouchers, sales, everything, anything related to travel. Okay. So forex is not our product. So for forex, we haven't done index 2 of RBI. So we are doing for a third. Okay. Rest of the things is directive from us. Then if I talk about the enterprise area, so these are the areas like apart from your bookings, there are corporate outings, it could be international or domestic. So the corporate sales with MICE activity, production industry. Once you talk about production industry, so production industry is a kind of any film industry exposure. This comes under production industry. And nowadays, school and colleges. If you look at the school at the standard of 8 or 7, students are traveling to abroad. So that's the different big market. Then what we have, what's the what value we have for that particular platform? So our platform is a single converged platform which is integrated with GDS system and all LCCs. So once I say GDS, GDS is global distribution system. It could be Amadeus, it could be Gallagher, and any few others, Travelport and all. And if I talk about LCC, LCC comes under low cost carrier. It could be your Go, Indigo, Spikes. So these are the called LCC. And if I talk about GDS, then it is your Vistara, your Air India, any international flights. Most of the international flights comes under GDS system, global distribution system. So we have service desk availability for the users for us. I'm clearly saying for us, users are only corporates and agents at the moment. We are not focusing on any B2C as of now. Okay. So in the service desk availability generate report for single click. Let's talk about when I talk about the single click for a report. Let's say company CEO or CFO wants to see how many how many engineers XYZ has been traveled throughout the month, throughout the year, throughout the week, or throughout the fortnightly, whatever it may be. You can just sit and click, and you can see what is the cost has been involved for this travel and all. So it's a single click reporting system. We have data protection definitely in any customers, any corporate or any agents. If you go, we do the other persons cannot see the data of employees or travelers. Then support system for when I say supplier support system for type 2 and type 3 cities. So we are current. I'll cover this part in my next slide. Why it is type 2 and type 3 cities. Then let's talk about what are the pain points of B2B. So B2B pain points for agent. Let's talk about the agents first. For agent के लिए there are 300 plus odds airlines. A single agent cannot go to each and every airlines and do the bookings. So the agents needs a platform wherein he or she can log into that particular platform and can book for any tickets. It could be Emirates, it could be Air India, it could be Vistara, it could be Lufthansa, XYZ. Okay. Then API integration with multiple suppliers. So it's a big challenge. You just cannot come to a conclusion. Yes, I can be a next consolidator and I can do all these things. For an agent, it is extremely difficult, and it is the huge cost involved in it. Then effective customer handling and increase in operating expenses. It's a big pain for all B2B customers because B2B क्या होता है एजेंट होता है एजेंट के भाई पास कोई आ गया बोला कि मेरे को अभी थाईलैंड का 7 days का ट्रिप चाहिए तो उसका बस कुछ आइडिया ही ना था उसका बस कुछ आइडिया नहीं होता है so it comes to us and we give them the background support of each and every details so he probably acts as a sales for us and we do all the background things and supply it to the customer for our customer. Then IDA accreditation. And then IDA is again a big challenge for those agents. It's take a lot of time and lot of money involved into it just to get the IDA accredited. Then the same, what are the problems for B2E? That travel cost for corporate service desk unavailability for 24/7 report and payments, increase in operating expenses of travel days. If you talk about any corporate, so corporate में क्या होता है? Suppose आज ticket बना कल cancel होता है. If a person does directly, so the cancellation charge is extremely huge. But what we do as a consolidator, we ensure that particular corporate gets a different code from the airlines, and that tickets has to be done from SPS only. That's how the agreement. The corporate cannot go directly to the airlines, can get the code. So we are the person, he has to come because we'll recommend that particular corporate. So that corporate is going to book through us. You provide the code. So they usually provide the codes. They get huge benefit. Correct. If I talk about any travel, any flight takes a 7,000 or 8,000 of flying cost. Your cancellation is 3,500 is minimum. But in case of SPS trip, if you are onboarded, so it is approximately 1,200 to 1,000 to 1,500 max. So then let's discuss about the business space, target market, and the market size. What we have so far. So let's talk about the world market. So world market is 46% offline, 54% online. So if you go to any countries, US, UK, whatever the outside countries, most of the people depends on online because they are well versed with online. They do their bookings by their own, so they probably don't believe on the agent side. But if you talk about the Indian market, so Indian market, the offline market is 86%, online is only 14%. So this is how the ratio is. So this is a directly copy from Business Monthly magazine. So this is how the business size of East India. East India consists of these names, these states, So this is the, and this is 18 data. The current value is approximately 500 crore per month. If I talk about the market size, the monthly approximate market size is East India is 500, West India is 1200 to 1600, South India is 800 to 12, and North is 1000 to 1300. This is how the market size is, and this is monthly market size.
Sorry, sorry to cut you short, sir. We have a time constraint.
Yeah, sure. So the target market is India, definitely, but our initial focus is East India only. So we are purely focusing on East India at the moment. Then the competitive scenario, we are not only one. We are not only the first company who is coming to the service and providing the service. There are players like White is Yatra, TVS, Travelvotic, Vaya is currently is being acquired by Evix. Then Akbar, Ekeo is Akbar, Ria, MNT, and these are the presence. See, let's talk about the B2B markets here. It's 5%, 15%, 25%, 8%, 12%, and B2C, those are MMT, EMT are 0%. Okay. If I talk about B2B market, there are 35% of market is still unorganized, and there is a scope for another player to get into it. Okay, so we are not competing with any of the bigger players at the moment. Our focus is not competing with any of the bigger players. Rather, our focus is to capture 5 to 10% of that 35%. Okay. So, having the top players, 25% of market system, if 35% is being segregated by different and large, small, large players. So milestone. So this is 20. So we started definitely 2-3 months back, but we got our GST this month, probably 10 days, 12 days back. Then we started doing the business. We have done 51 lakhs by this month end, and we have got a EBITDA of approximately 10 to 12% and part of approximately 5%. So these numbers are very less because we are at a small number. So because this is a large volume number, and we are expecting this one will cross more than 1 crore and so on. And our target is 2024. We are targeting 18 to 20 crores, then 60 and so on. This is how our target numbers are. Then some of our signed customer, we have signed this customer, so they have started doing their business. So this is a list. It's a huge list. If you look at Sanvi Resources, so they have done a business of 11 lakhs in last month, and in last 2-3 days they have done more than 6 lakhs of business so far. And these are the companies. So since we are focusing on more on East India, so we have captured most of the East India part. And Friedenberg is quite well known to the CEO is well known to me. That's the reason. So we have onboarded them as well. And these are the next target customer in next 6 months. So we are going to onboard those guys as well. So and the list is extremely huge. So we would just like to keep on adding one by one. I can probably give you an example of GS Lab because I was working for GS Lab. GS Lab ka monthly travel cost is approximately 1 to 1.5 crores. If I capture those kind of corporate, at least 10 corporates, मेरे को मैं 50 लाख भी धंधा आता है तो महीने में मैं 5-10 करोड़ 5-7 करोड़ का धंधा ऐसे ही बन जाता है. This is how we can create these numbers. Then this is our growth plan. Definitely, we are focusing in East at the moment. At least East का कुछ percentage. At least we are targeting minimum 60 to 100 crores. We will first make it in East, then probably carry forward in different cities. And the way we are targeting 1,000 good trade partners going forward. And investment record. So we are currently looking for 1.5 crore, and this is the segregation. We are more on working capital. We don't need any other expenditure so far. We don't want to spend in marketing, sales, XYZ. Our more focus in the business, and we need 70% of the working capital is going to use in the business, and rest in other like team and technology, 15 and sales and marketing. So this is how the segregation is. And what I would like to say over here is, so we are raising around in by max 12 months. So what I'll raise over here will definitely get those guys will get definitely good benefit because probably we are going to give 30% discounting on the next value in next 12 months. So these are our players. These are the teams behind this whole one. Unfortunately, these both are traveling at the moment, so they're not present over here. So mine is Sudipta then Bhavya. So he's ex JP Morgan. So he's good at finance strategy. He's looking into it. And Saurabh is more than 20 years of experience in this hospitality industry. And so he's looking into operations and supplies at the moment. Thank you very much. Yes, I can take any of the queries because time is less. Probably I can definitely take one or two. Then we can talk later on as well.
What is the gross margin in this business?
So, see, if I talk about the gross margin, initially probably for a company new, it could be varies from 12 to 14%. Okay.
On ticketing?
Now, on ticketing, it is very less. I will not, as a whole, it could be in ticketing probably 5 to 7% of margin. It cannot be more than that.
So, according to your projections,
yes,
will you be PAT positive this year?
Yes, will be definitely PAT positive.
Hi, Sudipta.
Yes, sir.
So I could understand there are many players into B2C category.
Yes, sir.
Okay, make my trip, you is there, okay.
Is my
Go
trip, clear trip, Expedia, yeah.
So what do you think? Why these people has not got into this B2B or B2B segment? Is it difficult to crack, or is it they are busy doing the B2C?
Yeah, see, those who have, if I talk about, probably I can take an example of Is My Trip. Is My Trip was heavily into B2B. Okay, they have recently moved to B2C. Then they've gone for IPO and all, right? So B2C, B is definitely a challenge because your platform and your visibility across the areas. Okay, because it is a platform based business. So क्या होता है एक एजेंट आपका प्लेटफॉर्म ले लिया प्लेटफॉर्म में कुछ इशू आ गया तो आप if you cannot connect with that particular person at particular time probably that customer has gone for it. So it's little challenging, yes. If I talk about the corporate में क्या होता है एक 1 month आप 30 days to 45 days का एक credit period पकड़ के चलो. So these are the two different scenarios. For B2B, that's the challenge, and B2E, this is the challenge. These are the two challenges. But I cannot say nobody is doing B2E as well. ये बड़ा player also they are doing B2B.
If they start doing getting into your market, okay, they will eat up all the market.
No. So see the way I said, आप 16% market share पे देखो कितना सारा e-commerce player है. हम तो 71 में बैठे हैं. The market is so huge, and we are targeting only 5 to 10% of the unorganized जो जहाँ पे पहुँचे नहीं है लोग. जैसा if I talk about East India, Northeast, if you go to Northeast, the survey, what is the survey saying? The offline booking is much more higher than online booking. So the offline booking is higher means most of the people are dependent on the travel agents. So that gives one good opportunity to grab those agents and make them to come them on board.
At what valuation you are raising 1.5?
Valuation, I am not come up with any kind of valuation. Rather, what I am saying, whatever value, at what value I am trying to raise this amount would be आप 10 से 12 करोड़ पकड़ के चलो हम ज्यादा नहीं लेते हैं but in the second round with the offer is in the second round we are giving 30% of discounting. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Your extensive experience and leadership in the IT industry are truly inspiring, sir. Thank you for sharing your insights with us. We look forward to seeing SPS Trip continue to innovate and grow. Once again, a big hand for SPS Trip.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is a true star in the internet and e-commerce space, bringing with him a wealth of experience and a visionary outlook. Mr. Agrawal's journey is nothing short of inspiring. With 22 years of experience at IndiaMart.com, India's largest B2B marketplace, he has held multiple key positions, leading the company to a successful IPO. As the former national sales head at IndiaMart.com, he managed an impressive team of over 3,500 people across more than 200 locations, showcasing his exceptional leadership and strategic skills. In addition to his role at WFC, he is a prolific angel investor with over 55 investments to date. He co-founded Invest.com, a tech platform for startup investment, and he is a partner with Avinya Ventures, AIF Fund, and a co-founder of Evolex Accelerator. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Vikas Agrawal, the co-founder of Green Founders Circle.
Hi, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm not a startup founder. I'm not here to raise fund. I deploy funds, so you can take the other side of the spectrum. And seeing the audience we have, so अभी तक business students की बात नहीं की. I think I spend more time there. कुछ उन्हें सिखा के चले जाए तो थोड़ा फायदा हो जाएगा, ताकि वो भी पैसा लगा सके और मांग सके, तो दोनों काम कर सके. So as my journey says, I was with India Mart for 22 years, joined as a software programmer and did as a sales head, managing 500 people. तो बहुत सारा operation, बहुत सारा team building का काम किया है. Then we started this company which is purely into startup investment. We have done close to 200 investment in last 3.5 years. 50-60 investment खुद की भी है. तो काफी operator driven model है, मतलब खुद का पैसा लगा हुआ है, जला हुआ है, तो थोड़ी सी ज्यादा अकल आती है. दूसरे का पैसा लेके खर्चना आसान काम होता है. So that's the way you learn. And I typically keep investing 1 or 2 startups every month. So यहाँ भी I came both for startup discovery, looking forward for एक invest कर सके and to meet up all of you. My first few slides are about a general asset class management. इंडिया में एक प्रॉब्लम है, सिखाते नहीं है, या तो 8वीं क्लास में सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट खोलना सिखाते हैं, या फिर सीधा बच्चे से सोचते कंपनी खोल लेगा, बीच में छोटा सा गैप है. Let me just try to plug that and then lead to कि हम क्या करते थे. Any question, any time is okay. कोई startup presentation में कोई job होगा. Whenever you ask, it's okay. So don't worry. When you talk of startup and as an investor, the two things we always look forward. One is diversification and other is CAGR. CAGR की full form भी पता है किसी को यहाँ? अरे, all are MBA students I guess. कोई बता दो सर. Full form मतलब भी समझा देना साथ में. क्या होता है? थोड़ा तेज बोलना पड़ेगा भाई.
Yes, sir. My name is Karan Sharma. As written over there, CAGR, the full form is compound annual growth rate.
कैसे कैलकुलेट होता है?
But what it means is, let's say my investment has grown. My investment is 1 lakh rupees, and it has grown at 10% in the first year. But then in second year, the return would be on 1 lakh 10,000. So it is growing on interest as well.
Awesome. Yeah. So, thank you. इसका रिवर्स बिजनेस केस लेते हैं, जो 15 साल लगे मुझे सीखने में, क्योंकि स्कूल वालों ने सिखाया नहीं, पिताजी ने बताया नहीं, तो लाइफ ही सिखाती है. तो माय ग्रैंडफादर आर प्रॉपर्टी एजेंट्स. तो घर में पहला काम होता भाई पैसे कमाने शुरू किया तो जमीन ले लो, मकान ले लो, ये काम सिखाया गया है. एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड फॉर फर्स्ट 15 years. ओनली फॉर दिस रूम. हमारा तो कैश का बिजनेस था, तो या तो जमीन ही ले सकते थे, म्यूचुअल फंड तो कोई होता नहीं था, या गोल्ड ले लिया. So I remember first time I purchased gold for my wife after marriage. I was really slapped कि तुमने चेक क्यों दिया उसे, कैश दे देते. मैंने कहा बैंक से पैसे निकाल के कैश करो उससे, तो ये कैसे होता है, मतलब हमको नहीं आता. So I think real problem statement really to learn when you start investing, and actually get into various asset class. I purchased one of the property. I don't go by numbers. I'm just helping you understand business. So 50 लाख की ली थी, वो कुछ साल बाद 80 लाख की बेची. Everybody was very happy. अरे कमा लिया, 30 लाख कमा लिया, मतलब लाइफ बन गया and so on. And I'm talking almost like 15 years back. 30 lakh was still enough. हम भी जितने बेवकूफ थे उतने ही थे, बड़े कुछ भाई 80 लाख का हो गया and so on. And then somebody told us कि CAGR क्या होता है, तो रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन देखते हैं. तो ऐसे क्या 50 का 80 हो गया, मतलब बल्ले बल्ले 80 को लगाते हैं, कुछ और कमाते हैं, you keep compounding it. इसे कितने साल में बेचा? 2010 में लिया था, 2014 में मिलना था, 2017 में पोजेशन मिला, रहे नहीं हम, तो 2020 में बेचा. भाई 10 साल में आपने किया, कितना ROI है? 80 लाख का 50 लाख में लिया तो 60%, तो 6% ROI पर ईयर अगर सेविंग्स हो, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट हो, कंपाउंड होगा तो कितना, 4 4.5. तो CAGR रिवर्स गिनती में सिखाया हूं मैं तुम्हें. तो ये बार 4.5%. शक्ल देखते रहे यार, बैंक में फिर FD कर लेते हैं. तो उसने कहा रुक जाओ, अभी 4.5% के बाद लोन भी लिया होगा, फिर तुमने उसकी रजिस्ट्री भी कराई होगी, उसका भी पैसा माइनस करो, फाइन ही लगाया, घर पे रख लेते तो भी उतना आ जाता. So one of the problem statement to learn for all of you as you go doing some job, starting some business is how money has to make money. कहना आसान है, मुझे सिंपल इंटरेस्ट पता है, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट पता है, गिनते नहीं है लोग. People are very happy with absolute numbers and that's how we were told to live life. And I must say I यहाँ स्टेज पे खड़ा होना अच्छा, बट 15 साल इसी में वेस्ट किए without earning much money, without compounding, and that's why people don't become rich because inflation ही नहीं बीट हो पा रहा. 2% कमा रहे हो, 8% गवा रहे हो, तो भाई क्या होगा लाइफ में. So that's my first slide says there are multiple asset class. There is a property which give 5 to 8%. Yeah, there can be lucky people. Plot लिया वो जेवर में एयरपोर्ट बन रहा है 100x हो गया. That's a different story. But that's how you get return. There's gold. Last 30 years it has given 8% returns. Fixed income. So it is taxable, but again it's 8%. Though PPF etc. not taxable. Then you get into listed instruments. Last 30 years, Indian Nifty has given 11% return. Again, people can be lucky on a certain equity, Abani and Dani sab hota hi hai. But I'm talking general asset class and general returns that anybody gives. And then you jump on startup where you keep looking at upward of 20% returns. यही 5 asset classes के बाद एक छठा बंधु हुआ है जो बात नाम नहीं लिया, क्रिप्टो उसका नाम है. वो भी एक asset class if somebody is interested, and that's also giving decent return, I would say. जिसकी पीछे मेरी लिस्ट में नहीं है, so I didn't include that. But this is the way you do your investment. Now, if I go back to my first slide, one statement was diversification, other statement was returns. कि किस asset class में लगाना है. Yes, there can be people जो कहते हैं मैं 60-70% property पे लगाऊंगा, which is okay. I invest a lot in equity, which is okay. वो आपकी अपनी definition हो सकती है based on your requirement. As kids, whenever you do your job, the first and most important item mutual fund कर लेना. कुछ हो करो ना करो, you can thank me later in the life. वो कर लेना 2000 रुपए का, 5000 रुपए का, 10,000 रुपए, जो भी समझ में आए कर लेना. India is a growing country. 10, 15, 20 साल कहीं नहीं गए अभी हमारे अच्छे बुरे होने के. तो please, that's a friendly advice to all of you. मेरा बेटा अभी अभी कॉलेज में एडमिशन लिया, so I think you are almost similar age to that. That's the least I can do to teach all of you. पता नहीं उम्र से पैसा का पता लगा नहीं लगा, but yes, उतनी उम्र है. When you invest in unlisted asset class, because that's what we work in, you can invest in 2 ways. One is angel investment, जहाँ पे आप retail 2 लाख, 3 लाख, 5 लाख startup में लगा सकते हैं. The same way we are doing here, startups are presenting and then you invest. उसे angel investment बोलते हैं. The other way is VC. AIF fund बोला जाता है, उससे legal terms में alternate investment fund. VC fund इसलिए क्योंकि venture capitalist उसे लेते हैं तो उसका नाम VC fund हो गया इंडिया. So that's what a legal term I would say. That's another way, which is like mutual fund. Mutual fund सबको पता है, आप एक fund manager को पैसा देते हो, फिर वो invest करता है. VC fund में भी आप fund manager को पैसा देते हो, वो startup में invest करता है. क्लियर है, समझ आता है इतना? आपका कोई डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं होता, आप सिर्फ घर बैठ के ROI की चिंता करते हो. Yes, you look forward to 20% plus return, but that's how investments happen. Angel investment is like equity. आप जाते हो, आप कहते हैं मुझे अंबानी का शेयर लेना है, 50,000 का लेना है, 1 लाख का लेना है. सिमिलरली आप स्टार्टअप से कहते हो मुझे आपके इतने पैसे लगाने, इतने शेयर लेने हैं. So these are the only 2 ways that you invest in startup. This is what we at Founders Circle have been doing. We have 4 funds. We have a global investment platform, and we have a community, large community of almost 13,000 investors from 63 countries. That's what we operate at the scale. This is our India footprint, and the best part, our 70% startup investment and our 70% investors are from tier 2, tier 3 city. Anybody who want to track my LinkedIn, I'll be traveling almost 12 cities this month. 7 cities in UP, Lucknow, Kanpur, Allahabad, Gorakhpur, Meerut, Ghaziabad. Will be traveling there, and that's a footprint we want to create. अगर आपने देखा 10 साल में धोनी से लेकर तेंदुलकर से लेकर सब कह रहे म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, अगला 10 साल स्टार्टअप सही है. अगर नहीं किया तो स्टार्टअप होगा नहीं सर, वो तो जाएगा ही, बट एवरीथिंग नीड्स इट्स ओन टाइम. तो अगले 10 साल स्टार्टअप सही है is the theme that we want to do. और उसका तरीका एक है, लोगों से जाना होगा, मिलना होगा, समझाना होगा। कोई आपके घर आके इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं करता, इन्वेस्टमेंट करवाने तो समझाने जाना पड़ेगा, and then you can enable them diversify into this asset class. One precaution while we do investment and we raise fund and all that, don't put more than 10% of your investable income in this asset class for now. High risk, high reward. Risk उतना ही लेना चाहिए जितना अफोर्ड कर सके. My two specific lines: invest only when you have excess. उस पर कुछ और डिपेंड नहीं होना चाहिए, बच्चे की पढ़ाई, बच्चे की शादी की कल निकल जाए. Because second thumb rule, it is not liquid. अगर 10x भी हो गया तो वो मिलने वाला नहीं है. It is not FD बैंक में जाकर ले लिया, it is not mutual fund की कल जाकर के ब्रेक कर दिया. So you need to, it's a very patient capital. It needs its own 4 to 6 years for actually to get into your pockets. This is what we have done in last 3.5 years. We started in September 20. The right number right now is almost like 178 or 180 investments that we have done in 3.5 years. A total valuation worth of in excess of $1 billion. That's what we keep doing with a few notable investments. Zip Logistics, if anybody has seen, Blue Smart is a EV cab hailing service, was in Delhi, now started in Bangalore. We just raised $1.5 million last year for Blue Smart. So these are few exception success story that we have been involved with. This is our VC fund we just launched last year. It's a 250 crore plus 250 crore VC fund. As we earlier mentioned, VC fund is where you deploy money and fund manager takes care of the startups they invest into. 30 million plus 30 million, which is 250 crore plus 250 crore. It's a 7-year fund. High return asset class, high risk, high reward asset class. Minimum 1 crore investments are required. So there are 3 assets in India where SEBI has put a check with respect to minimum investment. SEBI कहता है भैया जहां भी रिस्क है रिटेल इन्वेस्टर को आना ही नहीं चाहिए. First is PMS, 50 लाख से कम आप इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर सकते. Second is angel funds, जहां पे 25 लाख से कम इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर सकते. And third is VC fund, जहां मिनिमम 1 करोड़ रुपए है. गवर्नमेंट कहता है जिसको कुछ नहीं समझ आता उसके लिए म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, 500 रुपए भी लगाओ, चलते रहो, FD करो. Yeah, government and SEBI rule is to protect retail investor, and that's what they are doing very right. We are so glad that we have such a strongly positioned from a finance manager to a finance ecosystem, be it from a UPI, be it from SEBI. The latest change that happened, कोई भी अब स्टार्टअप के इन्वेस्टमेंट के आपको जो शेयर्स है वो सीधा डीमैट में मिलेंगे. No more paper shares are allowed effective of 1st of April. That has already been implemented. Not only share but NAV also. So a lot of technology and foundational changes has happened, and that makes our country very robust in terms of investment in these asset class. This is our typical thesis. We want to write almost 100 checks of 50 to 80 lakhs. Then we keep want to multiply on those. उन 100 में से 40 पे अगला चेक लिखेंगे 2.5 करोड़ का, उन 40 में से फिर 20 पे अगला चेक लिखेंगे 5 करोड़ का, उन 20 पे फिर अगला चेक लिखेंगे, which will go all the way to 25 crores. So if we want to bank on our horses, a classical example is Zip. पहला इन्वेस्टमेंट हम लोग का 20 करोड़ पे था उसमें. This month they are raising fund at 2600 crore within 4 years. So keep banking your horses. We have been with them in 6 rounds. To an extent, वो जब कंपनी शुरू हुई थी वो साइकिल शेयरिंग कंपनी थी. They were not into EV bikes by the way, but you only know the story because you were there. They started like that. तो पता लगा कि सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है, दिल्ली में गर्मी है तो कोई साइकिल नहीं चला रहा है क्योंकि सीट बहुत गर्म है. इसका सॉल्यूशन नहीं मिल पाया, 4 महीने तक साइकिल रेंटल बंद हो गया. So you keep learning, you keep pivoting, and that's one of the very important trait of a startup founder. उसके पास कोई तरीका नहीं होता काम नहीं करने का. We just need to find ways and keep moving on. So I think those are success stories that we want to keep banking on. That this is in terms of fund. We have 5 people who run the show. One is in Bangalore, one is in Surat, one is in Bombay, 2 are in Noida. So yeah, we are luckily we are COVID baby. तो जो जहाँ बैठा था वो इससे कर रहा है, आज भी वही कर रहा है. So we are lucky in that way. That's it from my side. Happy to have any questions of any type if I can be of any help. Thank you so much. काफी हैवी तो लोग क्वेश्चन
so much, Vikas. I'd like to understand how, let's say, a new investors or budding investor make sure or mitigate the risk towards the exit, because that's when people will make money.
Towards the exit.
Yeah.
सर दो आंसर है पहली बात तो फर्स्ट आंसर इज डाइवर्सिफिकेशन so invest via any platform it can be Founder Circle and there are another 10-12 good platform I would say उनके थ्रू करिएगा सबसे बड़ा जो रिस्क होता है वो फ्रेंड फैमिली राउंड वाला होता है मैं ताऊ जी के बेटे की थी तो मैंने इमोशनली लगा दिया बिकॉज देयर इज नो ड्यू डिलिजेंस अराउंड दैट इट्स इमोशनली अटैच्ड so first invest via platform they reduce your risk from a 99% failure to 80% failure इससे कम रिस्क कोई नहीं कर पाता तो द सक्सेस रेट कैन नेवर बी मोर देन 20%. कोई क्लेम कर रहा है तो प्लीज उसके साथ इन्वेस्ट मत करिएगा. नंबर 2, डाइवर्सिफाई. माय स्वीट स्पॉट इन एंजल इन्वेस्टमेंट इज 20 इन्वेस्टमेंट. आपको 3 साल लगे, आपको 4 साल लगे, कोई परेशानी नहीं. 2 लाख का चेक लिखो, 3 लाख का, कोई परेशानी नहीं. 20 इन्वेस्टमेंट करिए, उनमें से 4 ही इन्वेस्टमेंट आपको रिटर्न देगी एंड दैट विल गिव मल्टीप्लाई अक्रॉस योर टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट. So diversification and through a right platform which can reduce or mitigate your risk. बाकी किसी के पास कोई लॉटरी नहीं अगर होता तो मैं फंड रेज क्यों करता, अपने पैसे लगा लेता, साले कमाई लेता. So yes, there is no problem about that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am anyways available on that for networking in case anything required.
Let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Vikas Agrawal. Sir, your remarkable contribution and inspiring presentation was truly amazing. Your extensive experience in the e-commerce sector and your dedication to fostering connections between investors and startups are truly inspiring.
A quick announcement before we move. A car number MH05CV3072. It's actually blocking our passage towards our mess area. So please, can you park somewhere immediately? The concerned security person will guide you. MH05CV3072. White color Suzuki. Anyone? Welcome to your very own crash course in startup lingo. Remember, folks, in the world of startups, unicorns aren't mythical creatures, angels aren't celestial beings, and bootstraps have nothing to do with footwear.
So basically, what he's trying to say is a unicorn is a privately owned startup business worth more than $1 billion in venture capital companies.
An angel investor is an individual who provides financial backing for startups or small businesses, typically in exchange for ownership equity or convertible debt. They often invest early in a company's life cycle, offering capital, mentorship, and industry expertise to help the business grow.
And bootstrapping is the process of starting and growing a business using only existing resources without external funding. Entrepreneurs rely only on personal savings, early cash flow, and efficient resource management. This approach emphasizes self-funding, reinvesting profits, cost efficiency, incremental growth, and maintaining full control over the business.
Moving forward, we now invite Mr. Pranav Sharma, the co-founder of Sharma Ji Ka Aata. He operates with a mission to provide high-quality flour products. Mr. Sharma holds B degree from Pune University, boasts over 6 years of expertise in technology, cloud services, digital sales, and marketing. Formerly a co-founder at Fraser, he now spearheads the D2D consumer initiatives at Sharma Ji Ka Aata. Notably, Mr. Sharma has also been featured on Shark Tank India, a popular reality television show where aspiring entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas to a panel of successful investors in hopes of securing investment and mentorship. And I now invite Mr. Sharma to move forward.
So, morning everyone. Thank you, Pradeep, for the introduction. It's a pleasure to It's a it's a pleasure to have met all of you in such neat and clean uniform. I almost feel like I'm at NDA. This is amazing, and I'm so sorry. I feel underdressed, like any other startup founder would look like. So, you good job, team IIBM on having this discipline. I sure do miss it. So my alma mater. I am also from Navy Children's School. That's where I studied. So we were extreme. Our disciplinary, rules at the school were extremely stringent, and that's what I see here. I think it's extremely important to shape one's commitment towards building their future. So congratulations, guys. This is a extremely good thing. It was really nice listening to all the other fellow startups. Really loved, really love to see this passion that this wave of startup that has come in India today. And because it was a pleasure listening to you, it was extremely insightful. My relation with WFC is not new. In fact, a couple of my mentors, Mr. Puneet Mittal and Gaurav Janeja, are both from WFC. They have mentored me from the day one of Sharma Ji Ka Atta when we were going to call it Door Mein Atta. So, thank you guys. Thank you for having me here. Let me talk a little about Sharma Ji Ka Atta. So, usually how we do this is my mother tells a little about the story of how we started this, but she's diabetic and she's gone down to get a little bit refreshment so that she feels better. But once she's back, I'll hand it over to her. Up until then, I'll tell you my side of the story. So, back in 2017, my family saw two extremely serious fatal conditions at home, where my father had a stroke, had about 98% blockage in his artery, and he was in the ICU for 60 days. And just right after that, my brother was in the ICU for the next 40 days. Again, he was in the hospital because of his intestinal adhesion. Both the reasons were because of gut health. Welcome the founder and director at Sharma Ji Ka Atta. I was just telling you the story of how Sharma Ji Ka Atta started. You want to take it?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sangeeta Sharma. Pranav has already introduced me, and there is something great in me. This is for the second time I'm visiting this institute. Earlier, I was called upon to guide our caterpillars who are going to become butterflies soon. So I was invited here as a guest speaker, and this is for the second time I'm here again. And Sharma Ji Ka Atta, earlier there was no name for our product because the business was started with a need to help my family and my husband to meet both the aims. जब घर में कुछ परेशानियां होती है, नॉर्मली हमारा एक इंडियन कल्चर है, हस्बैंड कमाता है, बीवियां उड़ाती है. हमने भी बहुत उड़ाया, बहुत मजे किए थे, but हाँ, there was a time when I needed my help, and yes, of course, at that time I decided to start something which can help my family and to support my husband and yes, upbringing of kids, their education and all of that. But what to start was the question. कौन सा काम शुरू करना है? Initially, I tried selling masalas, but what I realized कि masalas में repeat rates में orders नहीं आते और बहुत छोटे-छोटे orders होते थे because these days people there are small families. If a person is buying say 200 grams of mirchi powder, that customer used to come after 2 months, 1 month. It was like that. तो नहीं समझ में आया. Then there was a like अभी just somebody said कि you should be vocal and open with your ideas. You must discuss. So there was a Punjabi uncle. I was discussing with him. And he uncle, what should I do? मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या काम. So he said नहीं संगीता जी आटा है ना हर किसी को लगता है. मिर्च कोई कम खाएगा, ज्यादा खाएगा, मसाले कोई कम खाएगा, but आटा and rice ये दो का कोई substitute नहीं. हम आटा शुरू करिए. And वो भी था. Then we had a medical problems also at my place. My husband had a cardiac problem and my younger son, he had a major intestinal surgery. तो मुझे लगा एंड वन डे आता है माय प्लेस वॉट ओवर एंड जब हमने when we bought that chata which was available in market it was of good quality उसकी क्वालिटी भी अच्छी हुई थी एंड जब मैंने टिफिन में बच्चों को दिया था ना उसकी रोटियां काली हो रही थी नहीं टिफिन खोल रहे हैं तो शर्म आती है वो रोटी काली काली बन जा रही है टिफिन में और ड्राई हो रही है तो मैंने थॉट कि नहीं ये मेरे जैसे बाकी भी लोग होंगे उनको सेम प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है बिकॉज देयर वाज नो फ्लावर मिल इन आवर एरिया आल्सो so I thought of starting flour mill. But initially we used to mill the grains that were brought by the customers. हम लोग आटा पीसते थे, लोग अपने grains लेकर आते थे. फिर धीरे धीरे मेरे फ्रेंड्स acquaintances जैसे कि हमारे पास अब टाइम नहीं है, तो हमको पता है कि हम किस जगह से हमारे घर में आटा आ रहा है, हमको पता है कि अच्छी चीज मिली है. So they just supported me कि नहीं you start procuring grains and we will buy atta from you. So हाँ just to begin with I just purchased a bag of 30 kgs और जिसमें हम लोग एक वीक में वो 30 kg हमारा चलता था इतना कम बिजनेस बट आज हम लोग महीने में 50 टन्स 50 टन्स we are selling that is 50,000 so ये है एवोल्यूशन जो हमने किया है अपनी मेहनत से बच्चों के सपोर्ट से and while doing this we got a chance to pitch our product in short time वहाँ से लाइफ और बदल गई हमने एटेक्स ग्रो किया है आज भी ग्रो करना चाहते हैं बट बिजनेस है बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस भी हैं तो उसको ओवरकम करते हुए और आगे कैसे बढ़ा जाए बस यही देखने हम लोग आज यहाँ पर हैं प्रणव एंड मी टू प्रेजेंट शर्मा जी का आटा
Thank you. So this is just my understanding of a consumer brand. We did a little research. We did a little research on how consumer brands are grown. So my mother is the story side of our brand, and I am basically the strategy side of things. So amongst the two of us, we have divided our responsibilities in such a way. And initially, when we started our venture, it was just two 10 HP machines which could mill maybe less than a ton with just one floor operator, me, mom, and dad. It was a family-run business. My father is from the finance side of things, so he would take care of stores and accounts, yada yada. So those were basically the combinations of how we started this. As we started expanding, today we have a team of 30 people, 5 admin staff, a proper organized, arranged e-commerce team. So this is basically where we are at Sharma Ji Ka Atta. I'll just give you guys a little presentation about what we've been doing. So, Mom already spoke about our journey. I'll just tell you the kind of problem that we're trying to solve. When we had this realization that CPG brand, which is mass produced, could give us health issues like we had at our place, we realized that there are 1.3 billion people in the country who consume, wheat is a big part of our diet in India, right? So there could be a lot of families going through a similar problem, and we wanted to break that habit of people consuming products without reading the backside of contents on it, right? So we're trying to make additive-free, preservative-free atta, which is good for your gut health, and that's basically what Sharma Ji Ka Atta is all about. So that is the problem that we're trying to solve. Currently, the Sharma Ji Ka, so currently the packed atta market size in India is 7,903 crores, which is expected to be at a 15,000 crore market size in the coming 7-8 years. When we started Sharma Ji Ka Atta, we had about 42 SKUs, right? Because we had a smaller customer base. Everyone would call. So my mom had made quite an identity in Pune where she would go to do flea events and all of these things where she would actually show the younger people how atta is actually, gulna kaise hota hai atta ko, uski roti kaise sahi ban sakti hai. So these are the things, educating your customers, right? She's not an MBA grad, but she understood that teaching your customers the utmost priority. So she basically went to these fleas where people were selling jewelry and makeup and all of these things. She was actually making rotis and educating her customers on how our roti is actually made to be, to have its full fiber content and nutritionally correct. So this is basically what helped us gain customers. Word of mouth spread fast. But we started, acquiring customers majorly during lockdown. Although it was a tough time for mankind, we decided that we will help whoever we can through our little way of supplying wheat flour to them. So basically, we would the two of us and our mill operator would had started dispatching above 500 kgs a day. Back then, we acquired 5,000 customers by 2021, and it unfortunately the local e-commerce website shut down. But all our customers came back to us because my mother decided to make the product her king until we got to a certain level. 2022, we were fortunate enough to get to Shark Tank and get funding from Mr. Anupam Mittal, who's the founder of Shadi.com. Right. Once we were on Shark Tank and our episode aired, we got orders from all across India. Our website saw a surge of 3 million people every 2 hours. Right. And when our episode was aired, our website crashed. So we had done approximately 8x of the orders that we usually do in the month of our episode being aired. What that meant for us was that it was good revenue wise, but that meant we had a larger sample size of data of customers where people are consuming our products. What is it that they wanted to order? So that's when we decided to cut down from 42 SKUs to now 11 SKUs, and we're going to be launching 2 more SKUs. So these are the top 10 SKUs that India loved after our episode was aired. And we decided to stick to it and decided to scale these products vertically before we start expanding horizontally. So this is why I told you the entire story of our appearance on Shark Tank. Currently, so whenever a consumer brand has started, there are 2 or 3 modus operandi that people usually work on. Either you do a D2C or you tie up with e-commerces, or you try to do things the old way, which is getting into the general trade and modern trades of the world. Unfortunately, my mother and I started this business from scratch, so we were strapped on capital. And general trades and modern trades are an inventory game, they're a shelving game. It's a lot of money that needs to be burned before you make anything back. So we decided to, launch on these high priority, quick commerces. Anupam was quick enough to introduce us to a few of them. So we launched our product first on Blinkit, where we basically, in the first month, we saw approximately 2,000 orders, which was a big deal for us. We were people who were doing approximately 25 to 30 orders a day. For us, having 2,000 orders was a big number. And so basically what we understood on these quick commerces is that the target group that we're trying to focus on our D2C are basically the target group that are present on quick commerces, which is what worked really well for us. So without wasting any more time, we got onto Zepto, we got onto Big Basket, and now we've been doing most of our revenues through quick commerce. And the other split is with my D2C website, my offline outlet, and a little bit of modern trade and Pune. So that's basically my combination. This has been working for us. So we are going to double down on this. That's the plan for this current fiscal year. And next year onwards, we are going to work towards moving on the offline side of things with a focused vision, with better packaging and better user design. We already spoke about journey, so I'm not going to take your time on that. So like I said, Blinkit, Big Basket, our own D2C, Zepto, Swiggy, Instamart is coming soon. Amazon, we're doing Pan India. So these are basically a few channels of us from where we operate at in today's date. This is what I was talking about. So that's my mother. If you can see, she would go to these fleas and show people how atta is basically made, because people would complain कि आटा बंद नहीं रहा है या ठीक से नहीं हो रहा. So she decided, let's educate customers first. अगर इन लोग अपने घर से सीख के नहीं आए हैं तो मैं इनको सिखाती हूँ आटा कैसे गूंदा जाता है. So that's what she did. We also happen to, so Anupam's family runs a cricket bash, Actors Cricket Bash it's called. It's a cricket tournament where we sponsored one of their teams, Delhi Titans. Alright, so a little about our sales. So back in 2023, in the fiscal year 22-23, before Shark Tank, we were at 46 lakhs. That fiscal year was of 46 lakhs for us. 23-24, we saw 5x growth. We closed our year on 1.5 crores. This year, we're projecting to do 8.5 crores, 8.5 to 9 crores. And that's going to be another 6x of growth for us. So this is a little bit about Sharma Ji Ka Atta, about our sales. By 26-27, we aspire to be at a 31 crore turnover. And this is how much we're raising right now. So we're raising 1.5 crores, where majority of our requirement is towards two essential things. Because everyone knows atta is a commodity product. There are two things that a startup like mine would need. One is working capital, because it is working capital intense. It's a working capital intensive business. And two is focusing towards growth. And obviously, we don't have minus ones right now. We just have an admin staff of 5 people. So we would like to have a minus one where we deploy a few people for marketing, for some e-commerce specialists, etc. So this is basically around 1.5 crores, out of which we have a commitment of 95 lakhs, 1.05 crores, and hopefully we're going to be closing the round soon. We are doing this at a 8 crore valuation. That's all about Sharma Ji Gata. There's a little about me. You guys already heard about me. My mom, she's a IISc alumni, Indian Institute of Science. She was a chemistry teacher and she's done a PGDM in nutrition and dietetics. So I think the perfect mixture of technology and science is basically what is running Sharma Ji Gata. And the whole world knows Anupam Mitra. He's been extremely supportive of our brand. He's actually been supportive of us to basically structure our deals, do further rounds, get into introductions and all of those things. So that's about Sharma Ji Gata, guys. Thank you so much.
Who's photographic? So that's my Mama Ji. He's unfortunately not with us anymore. But we thought that's one of the ways of how we can keep him alive.
Are you a profitable company now?
So we're breaking even on an EBITDA level.
So what is the expectation over the next 3 years? Because typically see these atta companies and FMCGs, it is heavy inventory and working capital, but margins are typically less.
So we, of course, these are the challenges of any consumer brand that there are. We're going to first try to create an impact in a profitable way. We're working towards it. We're moving into a bigger facility. That should solve some of our problems. The sourcing type is going to change. That should increase our gross margins by 10 to 12% in the coming quarter. So these are the few things that we're going to do for this 1 year. And over 3 years, we're also going to expand horizontally, not just keep our growth vertical. So that's basically our roadmap.
Thank you.
This is short.
की तरह मेरा भी एक कंसर्न है कि मेरा परिवार स्वस्थ रहे तब मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं एक अपनी आटे की चक्की शुरू करूं
I think Sangeeta ji who started the business मजबूरी के काम करना पड़ा उनके हस्बैंड काफी इल हो रहे थे उनकी हेल्थ केयर पे बहुत खर्चे हो रहे थे तो उन्होंने एक आटे की चक्की शुरू की घर पे हम लोगों को आटा पीस के मतलब पहुंचाते थे बहुत तकलीफ से गुजरे मैं आपको ऑफर दे देता हूं 40 लाख for 20% मैं नहीं चाहता हूं आप उधार लो अनुपम जी मंजूर है I generally look at deals to get married. But sometimes you do it because of a cause, because of a purpose, right? And this was one of those.
आज भी हमारे समाज में एक मानसिकता है कि आटे की चक्की आटा बनाना एक छोटा काम है
पहले जब शुरुआत किया ना तो मम्मी 30 किलो की जो बोरियां होती थी ऐसी 3 बोरी हम एक हफ्ते में बेचते थे
जो मेरे छोटे छोटे कनेक्ट्स थे वहीं से मैं आगे बढ़ी मेरे पास ज्यादा स्टोर करने के लिए जगह नहीं थी क्योंकि 2 मशीन एक फ्लोर व्हील ऑपरेटर और एक मैं
देखिए बताया कई तो लाख रुपए सेल थी कुछ मतलब कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था कि हाउ इज दिस डील फंडेबल
पिछली दिवाली जब हम काम करते थे तब हमारा सेल था अप्रोक्सीमेटली 4 टन से थोड़ा ज्यादा लेकिन इस दिवाली हमने रिकॉर्ड्स तोड़े हैं हमने 35 टन के ऊपर का सेल किया है इस दिवाली शार्क टैंक में आने से मुझे पूरे इंडिया में ग्रो होने का मौका मिला मेरा नाम भी हुआ मेरे ब्रांड को पहचाने और आज शार्क टैंक की वजह से जब आटो का ब्रांड आता है तो शर्मा जी का आटा भी उसमें शामिल किया जा रहा है।
पहले ही मंथ में तो हमने 8x का सर्च देखी है। अमेजिंग गुड क्वालिटी आइटम, ग्रेट क्वालिटी आइटम। हम लोग ने इमेजिन भी नहीं किया था कि इतना ज्यादा हम लोग स्केल कर पाएंगे।
आज 15-20 लाख रुपए का महीने का महीना बन रहा है। We are selling packaged आटा now, and it's a well-respected brand in the B2C circles.
शार्क टैंक पे आने के बाद हमने 4 मशीन और ली, 2 पैकिंग मशीन, हम लोग ने 10 लोगों को हायर किया। करंटली हमारे पास 30 लोगों की टीम है।
जब मैं एक छोटी सी आटा चक्की से अपने बिजनेस को इंडिया के लीडिंग ब्रांड्स में शामिल कर सकती हूँ, तो हर औरत अपने काम को अपनी सूझबूझ से आगे ले जा सकती है। बस जरूरत है हौसले की और पॉजिटिविटी।
They just gave me a T-shirt और उसके पीछे लिखा हुआ शर्मा जी का बेटा। तो ऐसा रिश्ता हो गया।
Sir, your dedication to providing high quality flour products, your expertise in technology, cloud services, and digital marketing are truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing Sharma Ji Ka Aata flourish in the D2C market. A big hand for Pranav Sharma and his squad. Next up, we have two exceptional founders who are driving innovation in mobility solutions. Please welcome Mr. Sanjay Pekam and Mr. Dinesh Rahane, the founders of EV Ride. Mr. Sanjay Pekam, the founder of MoneySpring, brings over 20 years of experience in technology and finance, having worked with giants like Cognizant and TCS.
And we would also like to invite Mr. Dinesh Rahane, director and co-founder of Indian Drivers, has over 16 years of seasoned experience in the banking and finance sector. His expertise spans trade finance, forex, and relationship management, with successful stints at Kotak Mahindra, Royal Bank of Scotland, and ICI, overseeing expansive portfolios of corporate clients across diverse regions and industries. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Sanjay Pekam and Mr. Dinesh Rahane and their think tank.
गुड आफ्टरनून फ्रेंड्स, जय हिंद। मेरा नाम दिनेश है, आई एम द को फाउंडर ऑफ इंडियन ड्राइवर्स एंड संजय जी है आपके।
Yeah, I'm CTO for the technology backbone for the CV Ride.
ओके, तो ईवी राइड्स लेके आए हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक राइड्स सबके लिए, इंडिविजुअल से लेके कॉर्पोरेट तक। तो ईवी राइड्स ये एक सॉल्यूशन है जो हम पेट्रोल डीजल जो भी पोल्यूशन हो रहा है उसका एक्सचेंज हम लोग इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल से कर रहे हैं। तो who we are? So as I told you, I am the co-founder of Indian Drivers और Indian Drivers ये 2009 से हम लोग ड्राइवर्स प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं इंडिविजुअल्स और कॉर्पोरेट्स में। 55,000 हमारे पास ड्राइवर्स है और ये सर्विस हम लोग पुणे, मुंबई और बैंगलोर में दे रहे हैं। तो ये सर्विस देते हुए हमें ध्यान में आया कि हम ड्राइवर्स तो दे रहे हैं और ड्राइवर्स हम लोग कंपनीज को दे रहे हैं, वो कंपनीज ट्रांसपोर्ट व्हीकल चलाती है। तो हमने सोचा कि यही हमारी एक्सपर्टाइज क्यों ना हम ईवी राइड्स में यूज करें और वही ध्यान में रखते हुए हमने ईवी राइड्स की शुरुआत की। तो जैसे मैंने बताया कि 2009 से हम लोग इंडियन ड्राइवर्स में जुड़े हुए हैं और 55,000 आसपास हमारे पास ड्राइवर्स हैं। तो हमारा विजन है कि जो ट्रांसपोर्ट इंडस्ट्रीज है, जो मोबिलिटी सेक्टर है, मोबिलिटी को सेक्टर्स को पूरा एंड टू एंड इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल से हम लोग रिप्लेस करेंगे।
हम नॉट ओनली स्टाफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉर्पोरेट्स में हम लोग ईवी राइड्स इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे, बट आल्सो जो भी लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी है, जैसे आप बाइक देखते हैं, टू व्हीलर्स देखते हैं, जोमेटो देखते हैं, स्विगी देखते हैं, जो वो भी जो लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी है वो हम टू व्हीलर से रिप्लेस करेंगे। दैट इज आवर विजन। और हमें ऐसा सस्टेनेबिलिटी इको फ्रेंडली सिस्टम बनाना है जो ईवी राइड्स पे डिपेंडेंट हो। So what we are offering car transport, कार लीजिंग सर्विसेज। बहुत सारे कॉर्पोरेट्स में कार लीजिंग सर्विसेज लगते हैं परमानेंट बेसिस पे, जैसे उनके सीनियर्स मैनेजमेंट है, सीईओज है, उनको परमानेंट कार लगते हैं, तो हम लोग कार लीजिंग प्रोवाइड करेंगे कॉर्पोरेट। एंड ऑन डिमांड सर्विसेज जैसे सवारी.com है और बहुत सारी कंपनीज है जो ऑन डिमांड सर्विस करती है एज ऑन रेंट रिक्वायर। जैसे सेल्स फोर्स है, सेल्स फोर्स को कहीं पे जाने का है तो उनको ऑन डिमांड सर्विस लगता है, तो ऑन डिमांड सर्विस हम लोग प्रोवाइड करेंगे। एंड लास्टली लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी, जैसे जोमेटो है, स्विगी है, उनको टू व्हीलर्स का काफी ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट होता है, वो टू व्हीलर्स और वो इकोसिस्टम हम बनाना चाहते हैं। तो here is an opportunity. So EV cab market, EV cab markets अभी हमें audible? So EV cab markets अभी 38 billion है and it will be 2029 में CAGR इनका approximately 14% है. So this is the opportunity that we have. So EV two wheelers में बहुत ज़्यादा scopes है and everybody is coming from aggregators में सब आ रहे हैं और लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी पे ज्यादा फोकस है, तो व्हाई नॉट we utilize that opportunity and replace the vehicles with electric vehicles. So that is our
Just to give numbers, like just sir has presented, he is a big investor in the Blue Smart. So the Blue Smart alone in Delhi, they have 1,000 plus EV vehicles, 7,000 now EV vehicles, cabs in Delhi alone from Blue Smart. So, and I think that is not even, they have not captured even 10% market share of Delhi. So think of the market in cities like Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, even and Mumbai, like even this top 5 cities itself, like the huge market. And just to give you a number, in this June month alone, like vehicle sales, I'm talking about four-wheeler vehicle sales in India itself was 23 lakh vehicles. So even if this just scratch the surface, there's a huge market. And second thing, as Dinesh was talking about, this potential for the last mile delivery. जो आप लोग Zepto, Zomato, Swiggy से कुछ भी मंगाते हो, आपको पता है कि दिन में वो कितने ट्रिप करते हैं. Just Pune city में alone, they have 12,000 plus delivery boys, means boys and girls. Basically Zepto का ये जो सब quick commerce बोलते हैं हम लोग जिसको, Amazon, Swiggy, Zomato, तो ये लोग Blinkit, तो इनका 10,000 plus vehicles in Pune alone city mein hai, and all those are running on petrol. So what we have, our target is to make them EV, so that one, it will be less pollution, it will be quick start, and they can save a lot on their delivery.
Yes, so this is the huge opportunity in terms of number, and everyone looking out some EV model now. So just for the information, so that means at the Indian drivers who got an inquiry, Tata Mobility, who is replacing all the bus transportation into electric vehicles. So that is the huge opportunity that we are having. So why EV transport? So as you know, so petrol and diesel cost is reaching the sky. So EV charging is very less, 1 rupees, 1.5 rupees per kilometer. That is the cost. So this is the cost saving, environment friendly. Of course, it is environment friendly. Very less, zero emissions are there. So regulatory compliance. So governments are focusing on electric transportation because of the transportations, and we need to serve everyone talking about globalizations and the pollution that we are facing right now. Delhi has reached the highest numbers of temperature. So this to be reduced. So this is the way we can reduce our pollution. So enhance the corporate image also. So every corporate has a target to exchange their staff transportations or every mobility to the electric vehicle. So that is the EV transportation need in this era. You wanted to add something? Okay. So business model is as I told you, one business model is the staff transportation. We wanted to replace the present mobility into electric. Second is leasing. We wanted to lease our vehicles into corporate. Third is two-wheelers. So we wanted to replace mobility, last mile mobility into the two-wheelers electric vehicles. So that is
in Hinjawadi, like as your college is here in Hinjawadi, right? So in Hinjawadi alone, like IT company, you see a lot of IT companies. In Pune alone, those all IT companies put together, they have 3,500 plus cabs running for the employees, pick up and drop. So that itself is a huge market. And when we inquire to companies, they were more than willing to pick up Shuru Kar Sakte ho Batao. Because see, anyway, they have to pick up and drop 24/7. A lot of people are working in night shifts and all. So there are a lot of companies are providing this transportation. So that itself is a huge market in Pune alone. Forget about the next two cities, but even Pune itself is a huge market for employee transportation particularly.
So these are team. Matches, I'm the co-founder and CEO of the EV Ride. They have become the co-founder directors and Uday Krishnan is the founder.
Uday Krishna ji say hi. So Uday Krishna ji is from IIT background, and he has extensively worked into sustainability solutions. He has done MTech in environmental engineering, and he loves and he's the art of living, like All India trustee for art of living. So he has a passion to do something which is good. See, ultimately making money is everybody aims to do that money. But when you are making money with some good thing you are doing for society, for our environment, that adds much more value to it.
So this is the context to that.
Thank you.
Any questions?
So you guys are really providing amazing services to Indian drivers. And I'm using the Indian driver services quite regularly whenever I have to go to city. So it's really great. You are doing a great job. I don't want to hire a regular permanent driver. And yes, of course, it solves my problem or not. But regarding the EV tempos with what you were talking about, I did not take the tried these services. Like they used to give tempos on rent. EMB. But see, I am staying in the Bagoli. And whenever the vehicle is fully charged, it used to be up to Hinjawadi, and while returning वो आधी बार वो बंद हो जाता है और उसके चार्जिंग पॉइंट हमको कहीं नहीं मिलने में भी बहुत परेशान है। तो हम जब बात करते हैं एनवायरमेंट पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बट जेन्युइनली क्या सही में इसके पॉइंट्स हर जगह इतने एक्सेसिबल है क्या कि हम अपना जो रेगुलर सर्विस चल रही है वो छोड़ के अगर हम इस पे स्विच करते हैं बिकॉज आई हैव ट्राइड और बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुआ। I had to pay parking charges in Manora Mall for 3 days क्योंकि वहाँ वो सॉकेट नहीं मिला उनका और ये जो छोटी छोटी टेक्निकल चीजें नो डाउट सर्विसेज अच्छी है, सब अच्छा है, इंडियन ड्राइवर बहुत अच्छा है, बट यहाँ के जो मैंने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किया डेफिनेटली आपके कंपनी से नहीं था बट सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ सर्विसेज दे वर आल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग।
So EV Ride तो अभी on road नहीं है. We are going to be on road. First of all, thank you so much. You are using our Indian driver services. So Krishna is there. Krishna is another co-founder of Indian Drivers. So like you said, the charging station is a big problem. So yes, it is a problem, but we are solving this problem. We are building our own infrastructure facilities. Also, we are tied up with some others infrastructure. So this will be not challenge for us, because we are building our infrastructure also using other networks. That will be. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sir, your combined expertise in technology, finance, relationship management is truly impressive. Thank you for sharing your vision with us. We look forward to seeing EV Ride ID Mobility transform the mobility landscape. Once again, a big round of applause for Mr. Sanjay Pekam and Mr. Dinesh Raman. It seems like every other pitch is about disruptive innovation. Do you know what's disruptive innovation?
Well, disruptive innovation is basically a fancy way of saying we are going to shake things up so much that the established companies will be crying into their outdated business models.
So, with this, moving forward, next we have a distinguished leader from the logistics industry, representing a company with a rich history and a global vision. Please welcome the director of Kenshine Global Logistics Private Limited. Their extensive range of services include international freight, forwarding, customer clearance, air freight, ocean freight, surface transformation, warehousing, project cargo, supply chain management, and multimodal transport. Let's give a warm welcome to the director of Kenshine Globals Limited Private Limited.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. So it is so lovely to be here. This is my second time getting an opportunity to be in this amazing event. And my father has been here as well. And I'll just keep it short. This is basically about our family business. And we are a logistics company. We have been established in 1989. Am I audible? Yes. So yeah, we are a logistics company. We were established in 1989, and what started off as a single office in South Bombay with only a single service, that is custom clearance, has now grown into a much larger company with multiple branches at major ports and locations across India. So the founder was my father, Mr. Krishna Kumar Nair. He has been here last year. So few of our key highlights. We are now 35 years plus in this industry. We are very proud to say that we have a AEO accreditation. This is something which is quite rare for a CHA. And we have exclusive tie-up with global freight forwarding networks. And through this, we are able to cater to customers on a worldwide scale. And we offer end-to-end logistics solution. We started off with custom clearance, but we do also offer freight forwarding. So this will basically involve sea freight, air freight, surface transportation, warehousing. So basically, we aim to be an A to Z logistics solution provider. So here are some of our services as I So few verticals that we cater to, pretty much everything in the industry, but our key focus, like our major clients are coming from pharmaceuticals. Some of our other clients are also from hospitality. We have clients from interior, say textiles, also for sanitary ware, kitchenware, and multiple other equipment. Pan India, these are our branches. So Mumbai being our head office, and we have a few branches at other key locations. We are also very soon planning to expand to Ahmedabad and Nagpur and few other locations coming up. So key statistics of our company. Basically the slide was made in February. There are a few more updates to this. At that time, we were at a position of 150 employees. We are now close to 180, 190 plus, as we are in the process of expanding and including a new vertical into our business. Our shipment volume, 11,200 TEU. This is for the last financial year. I mean, as per the last report, it has come up to 14,000. So TEU basically is 20 feet equivalent unit. This is the number of containers that we are handling annually. And it gives an idea of what kind of volumes that the logistics company is handling. So our expansion plan, as part of phase one, would be to have in-house freight forwarding and cargo consolidation. So this is something which we have already kickstarted. Our team has come on board. We have some industry stalwarts who have joined our company with more than 20 years experience in cargo consolidation. So cargo consolidation, to just sum it up, is basically the act of offering smaller spaces in a shipping container to customers. Everyone may not require an entire 20-foot, 40-foot container worth of volume. So cargo consolidation is something where you find multiple clients who are probably going from A to B, the same location, and we offer them at much more subsidized rates. So this is something which is already in implementation. The business has already started. We are 3 months down the line with this. And with our new team, we will be scaling this up to the new level. Next, as part of our phase 2 expansion, will be IATA air cargo accreditation. Once we have this in-house, again, we have ready customers on board whom we can tap and convert. So this is easy business for us. And phase 3, of course, would be to become an NBOCC, wherein we aim to have our own containers. Anyone who has dealt anything with shipping would have known that during the COVID pandemic time, shipping rates had gone through the roof. And the prices were sky high. There was absolutely no correlation between the rate in 1 month or the next month. So this is a sector in logistics which is extremely profitable, and it is definitely something where we are looking to get. So this is a small figure of where we stand and what we aim to do. So we are just trying to capture a small realistic percentage of 0.15% of the Indian market in the logistics. So yeah, like I said, there is a lot of immediate business perspective. We have a lot of clients already with us on board, and by including these services, we can easily convert these clients. And yeah, that's it from my side. I would invite Pradeep ji to come and I think he's just step out. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I had invited Kenshine Global here to showcase their business. They are coming up with a IPO this financial year, and I have requested them to give the audience and in my network free IPO shares. So if anyone is interested to invest, the current top line of the company last year was 50 crores, and this year we are going to clock 200 crores. And we will be giving 30% discount on the shares at IPO levels. So anybody who is interested can reach me out at the lunch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your contributions to the industry and your efforts in driving business growth and innovation. Once again, a big hand for Director of Kenshine Global Logistics Private Limited, Mr. Anand Nayak.
We would now like to present you a video about NTAC, whose founder is Mr. Yogesh PJ. He provides assistance in startups and businesses on fundraise, especially to seed, pre-series, and SME pre-IPO and IPO.
Hello, dear entrepreneurs and investors. Have you heard of business dating? Startup founders know how to pitch. What they need is someone to connect them with potential investors and co-founders. And investors also know how to invest. What they need is access to good startups. In India, millions of individuals have the funds to invest but don't know where to find promising startups. On the other hand, millions of working professionals have the potential and the will to join startups as co-founders but don't know where to find the right opportunities. The answer is Entai. It is a business dating and matchmaking platform for startups, investors, and co-founders. So far, NTI has built a community of over 1,000 startups, 250 co-founders, and 190 investors. NTI has successfully facilitated 9 investment deals and 12 co-founder matchmaking. Please meet the founders of NTI. Yogesh, with over 12 years of experience, founded meticulous business plans. He also runs NTI Angels, and he selectively assists startups and businesses to raise funds through his investor network. The other co-founder is Nikhil, with 8 years of experience in marketing, currently heading meticulous business plans at NTI. Let's understand who can join NTI. Startups looking for investors and co-founders. Investors with a minimum ticket size of 5 lakhs and experienced professionals who wish to become co-founders. Are you ready to join NTI? Just scan the QR code and start your business dating journey today. Join the future of business dating. Thank you.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Yogesh. I believe it's 1:30 and it's lunchtime now. सबको भूख लगी होगी, but I'll just take 2 minutes. So we started NTI with the aim to help the startups and the retail investors to invest into a startup. When I was consulting the lot of startups, I got to know startup founders are not the masters of all the skills. Okay, they can have a take on marketing, and often they need a co-founder to complement their startup. And that is our biggest problem in the startup industry. So lot of people say it is easy to get your spouse, it is easy to get married, but it is difficult to get your co-founder. And that's where NTI comes into a picture, because we has already covered a lot of things onto a VC and angel investing. So I'm here to explore the startups at the early revenue stage wherein we can find, and the investors who can invest into a startup. So I'll correct the figures. We have invested into 13 plus startups. 7 are from Pune, and I have myself invested into 10 startups. That's about me. I am available to meet all these startups and the investors every day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing that amazing video with us. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Pradeep Motwani, CEO of Terra Blue Climate Technologies, to share his views with us.
Good afternoon once again. Thank you for coming here today and attending this event. There were great startups, and on behalf of Startup League, I want to say that we have shortlisted few startups in which I will be investing. One is Car Dhobi, and another one is the travel company STS Trip. Over to the presentation team now.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we have gathered here, we would like to honor and celebrate the remarkable achievements of our distinguished guests. Each of these individuals have made significant contributions in their respective field, demonstrating exceptional dedication, talent, and perseverance. As we embark towards this felicitation ceremony, let us take a moment to recognize the hard work and accomplishments that have brought them here. Their journeys are a testament to their unwavering commitment and serve as an inspiration to us all. Without further ado, let us begin the felicitation ceremony and celebrate these extraordinary individuals. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Pradeep Motwani, who will felicitate Mr. Vikas Agrawal. like to invite Mr. Uday Krishna, who will felicitate Mr. Nitin Jumani. Now I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Pekam to felicitate Mr. Gautam Poddar. Now I would like to invite Mr. Pradeep Motwani to felicitate Mr. Pandya. Now I would like to invite Mr. Tarun. Now I would like to invite Mr. Hemant Desai. Now I would like to invite Mr. Amit Sahu. Now I would like to invite Mr. Vikas Agarwal to facilitate Ms. Sangeeta Sharma. I would like to invite Mr. Swapnil Takaldar. Now I would like to invite Mr. Uday Krishna to felicitate our MD, Dr. Jai Singh. We have had an incredible session today filled with insightful presentations and innovative ideas. From the impressive pitches to the engaging discussions, movement has been a testament to the hard work and dedication of our presenters and participants.
As we draw close, I would like to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all of you. Your presence and participation have made this event a resounding success.
To our esteemed presenters, thank you for your outstanding efforts and for sharing your visionary ideas with us. Your dedication and professionalism have truly set the stage for exciting possibilities.
To our esteemed investors, we extend our sincerest gratitude for your unwavering support and belief in their vision. Your commitment is instrumental in driving our endeavors forward and realizing our ambitions. To our audience, your attention and engagement have been invaluable. Your insightful questions and thoughtful feedback have enriched our discussion and helped us explore new horizons.
Finally, to everyone behind the scenes who worked tirelessly to organize this event, we deeply appreciate your hard work and seamless coordination. Once again, thank you all for being here and contributing to a memorable and productive session. We look forward to continued collaboration and many more successful events together. Jai Hind.
And now, I would request all the guests to proceed to the ground floor for lunch, and students will stay in the auditorium for further lessons. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. It's okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, same here. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Let them get down and then
Please be seated. Just a quick announcement for lunch. Girls will have their lunch in the activity area, and boys will have their lunch in the dining area next to the gate.
Jai Guru. Up to the first half of startup each event, right? And we are about to leave for the lunch. So guests are about to start with the lunch now. Another 5 minutes, let them get settled. We all will move down. All girls will be moving down to the same building, basement activity area. All girls will be having lunch there only, and only girls. And all boys need to move gently from here to, and straight away they need to go to the dining area which is next to the gate, right? Only boys that side. No other movement. And same way we have to come back to same place. Okay? How was it? Really? So I hope you are not regretting being here because some might be saying that IV, that is industrial visit. By the way, they are also enjoying. So don't think of regret. Be it here or outside, there is always some other learning. But I find really interesting this time. This is being 3.0. Last time we had 2. So this went really well as compared to last 2. Last 2 were also good, but I find really interesting. So let's hope to see many more to come. And that will bring real insights of startups to all of us because some of you want to start something. Any sort of business. And that will help all of us. Okay. So let give me a minute or two. We'll confirm and we'll move on. Thank you. As per the schedule. So any change in the schedule, we will let you know. Since we have sessions to attend only, post lunch, and a couple of sessions would be attended by a few of them only, couple of entrepreneurs. No. So what? Thank you for reminding. So it may be possible that guests would not be there. Other guests who were all part of. So after lunch, they might be leaving. So when we get to know how many would be there or nobody would be there, so we can shift ourselves from the second. So as a speaker, no, but we don't know how many would be in the audience along with us. So most probably it's us only. So the moment I get confirmation or the student coordinator will let you know whether to start from the way you are sitting now, like that, or from the second row. Is it okay? Yes, please. Till now, as per the schedule shared with all of you. Any change in the timing, reporting? Come, but क्या timing है? Have you access? हाँ वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. चलो. तो अगर आपको schedule नहीं है